Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ariel Helwani Show!
Back in your life on this Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. Hello there. I sure hope you're doing well. It's great to be back on a lovely, not two for Tuesday around these parts. A lot to get into, a lot to discuss, inching closer to a fantastic weekend of combat sports coming up. A fantastic Saturday, if I am to be specific. Big fight over in Belfast, big fight over in Las Vegas, big fight over in San Antonio. We'll be talking about one half of the main eventers for this Saturday's third installment of Noche UFC in about 10 minutes time. The one and only Diego Lopes, former UFC featherweight title contender, just lost to Alex Volkanovski in his last fight back in April. He looks to get back on track against Jean Silva, and there's some spice there between the two of them. Main event, San Antonio, Frost Bank Center this Saturday, the appetizer for Canelo Crawford. He'll join us at 1:10. At 1:30, the Nightmare, Carlos Prates of the Fighting Nerds team, which right now is stock down. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Jean Silva wins this weekend. They're back up. Prates wins last month. They're back up. Bohalio and Hoofy lose on Saturday. They're back down. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game, my friends. Prates will join us at around 1:35 to talk about his fight against Leon Edwards, Madison Square Garden, November 15th, right here in the Mecca, the city that never sleeps, the eventual home of the 2026 NBA World Champion New York Knickerbockers. At about 2 p.m. Eastern, Mr. Overtime, Mr. Beeston 25-8, the one and only Corey Anderson, former Bellator light heavyweight champion, perhaps soon to be PFL light heavyweight champion. He's fighting for that title on October 3rd in Dubai against a guy he beat. He'll join us in studio. So coming off of yesterday's great chat with Maven, in studio, another in-studio guest on this fine Tuesday afternoon, Corey Anderson, a vet, will stop by. Been a while since we had him on the program. And we'll round out the day as far as guests are concerned with the one and only Paul Craig of Scotland, who retired on Saturday following his loss to Modestas Bukauskas. Always been a great guy to speak to, always very kind and gracious with his time, and we appreciate him stopping by after the emotional scenes on Saturday at the Accor Arena in Paris, France. Want to give a shout out. There's the lineup. Want to give a shout out to the chat. Thumbs up to the chat. Haven't done that in a while. Want to give a shout out. I was looking at the chat before we went live. I saw that our good friend Matt McDermott is having a tough day. Matt, hope you're doing well, my man. Hope the day gets better. We're here for you. Better days ahead, better moments ahead, better hours ahead. So keep your head up, and appreciate you hanging with us on this Tuesday afternoon. A lot to get into. Want to give a big shout out to my friend Tom Gerbasi, who I just got this book in the mail today. It is called Boxing, the 100 Greatest Fighters. Tom Gerbasi is one of the nicest human beings that I've ever met covering combat sports. Longtime editor of UFC.com, has written for Boxing Scene and so many other sites, MMA and boxing. This is a phenomenal read, a great present for the boxing fan in your life. I just got it, and a piece of paper just fell out of it. I'm looking forward to getting into it in the coming days and weeks. So thank you very much to Tom, and go check this out if you're looking to get a great book. If Tom's name is on it, it's great. And also one of the nicest human beings I've ever come across, if I'm being 100% honest. Like, literally salt of the earth, great guy, who I can't say enough good things about. Speaking of the sweet science, yesterday we got the first face-off for the Canelo Crawford fight. Of course, that goes down this Saturday, Netflix, Allegiant Stadium. We had all the particulars involved. Did you guys see this? I believe it was in front of is that the Bellagio? I'm not sure what that is. It is the Bellagio, I think. That's the only one with the big...
Yes,
the big
that's
waterfall.
the Bellagio for
yeah.
sure.
There you have Canelo on the left with... Are those flared pants? What's going on there?
Bell bottoms.
That looks good, man. He's on trend.
They look great.
Crawford on the right. DFW in the middle, looking jacked with the ring shirt. And, of course, Turkey by his side.
Dana's looking like a fridge, man. He looks big. He looks good.
Yeah. Well, usually fridge.
Hitting the
It's not
weights.
the nicest
It's
thing.
on a loop or something?
No, this is an intense one. What's the clock at here? What are we at? 25 seconds? 30 seconds?
Let's see, we're at 45.
45 seconds. Dana looks kind of cold,
I
by
was
the
going
way.
to say, it looks like he's regretting not bringing a light jacket.
Yeah, just like something, a windbreaker. Also, do you think they're getting wet?
Yeah, absolutely. At least
Yeah.
the mist, right?
There's a little bit of mist, yeah.
For sure. Not helping with the cold.
Canelo's locked in. Crawford's locked in. Crawford the only one wearing shorts. Dana's like, all right, boys, we got this. We got the shot. Now face ahead. It's all kind of surreal, right? They had the embedded treatment. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
The embedded treatment for this is kind of wild as well. Like we're getting a sprinkling of UFC, but it's also boxing.
Yeah, not just that. We're getting the Dana White, it's fight week tweet.
Oh, we got that?
Yeah, for both Noche UFC and then you can watch Canelo Crawford live on Netflix for free.
You know what would be a fun little exercise? End of the day, like I see people do this all the time, like look at the grid on Instagram and see how much real estate will be devoted to Noche UFC and how much to Canelo Crawford on the UFC's Instagram. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Probably more to Canelo Crawford, would you say?
1,000%. This is the bigger fight this weekend.
I mean, it's very important for their business and, the first show with Netflix and a lot of tickets being sold and all this stuff. So much more content, I would say, is to come. But I thought that was kind of, surreal one. Dana White, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, Turkey, the Bellagio, the elongated face-off. Your first taste of things to come this week. I think they're having the grand arrivals later today. I also saw an interview where Dana White was speaking to a local Las Vegas reporter saying that Canelo Crawford is going to be the third biggest boxing gate of all time, which is an incredible number. According to Jedi, number one is May Mac, 55.4 million. Canelo Triple G1, 27.05 million. So it'd be somewhere in that vicinity. That's a pretty big number. He also said it would be the biggest stadium gate of all time. Usually the stadium would mean more, but you probably have to spread the love a little bit, right? I would think. So very, very interesting things happening as far as the boxing world is concerned. Also, speaking of which, earlier today they had a press conference in England for the Joseph Parker-Fabio Wardley fight, which goes down October 25th. You know what occurred to me? Same time, same day as Tom Aspinall. Parker just can't win. October 25th in the afternoon over in England. Horrible. Anyway, I saw this post from Anthony Joshua, which has ruffled some feathers, I think. I learned that ICL is I can't lie. That's according to resident millennial GC. Is GC a millennial or are you a Zoomer?
No, millennial for sure.
Who's a Zoomer?
I think I'm
20s?
pretty sure on ICL. I don't know.
Frank?
Like a Gen Z?
Yeah. Who, me?
Frank is not Gen Z.
I'm proud of Joe Boxer Parker. That's his Instagram name. Even though he is a competitor, Real recognizes Real. He's in the game to fight whoever, whenever, and whoever, whenever. And that's the DNA of a real general. Unlike his dippy mate, Tyson Fury. I would dissect his career/record in minutes, but I'll leave that for a potential gloves are off if he ever comes back and fights. Big Femi, that's him. Fabio Wardley, respect you as well. Bro was working in recruitment helping your dad get a job. I don't know what a Cutla years ago, but I mean, it's a nice little nod there. Let that be a testament to God, rooting in one's favor, and a statement to show nothing is impossible if you can have a scrap. Haha. To my supporters, I'll be back to lace up my boots and put on my gloves sooner rather than later, hopefully punching Fury's head and dancing around his flicker jab with ease. Very rare that he kind of like takes some open shots at Fury like that, but I liked it from Big Femi. So let's see. Also, yesterday I started the show with great energy, optimism, happiness as I drop my pencil. Today I start with great sadness. I just saw the logo and it reminded me that our gaffer Nuno Espirito Santo out at Nottingham Forest. What a year and a half it was. I would ask Frank and GC for confirmation, but they jumped off the bandwagon after year one.
Tough.
but he did get sacked early this morning, early hours, and has been replaced by Ange Postecoglou, formerly of Tottenham, the man who wins always in his second year. Now, I do hope that the second-year championship isn't an actual championship trophy. It's a crazy, crazy turn of events. I know you're not here for the football takes, but it is insane that someone goes from 17th place to, I think it was 6th place Europa League qualification, doubles the points, and then gets sacked. What the hell? What the hell? Where's the consistency? Which is a crazier turn of events? Tom Thibodeau getting sacked after leading the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Final, or Nuno Espirito Santo getting sacked after leading Forest to a dream season, a dream finish, Europa League qualification? I'm not sure. Probably Nuno because it was shorter.
Tibbs for sure.
No, I think Tibbs was kind of, he had his chance 5 years. Nuno, year and a half.
Yeah, but the soccer landscape is just like so much turnover. Like coaches go, they come back. Look
First
at
full season. Goes
Jose
from
Mourinho. I'm pretty sure it has to have coached 3 teams in one season before.
I just, first full season, the guy goes into Europa League, was almost in Champions League, and then he gets sacked after.
Listen, you're bringing in a winner. He took a team. I don't know,
Yeah, I know.
Tottenham Hotspur, I believe.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Champions League. And,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, everyone's freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Anyway, you're not here for the football takes. Everyone gets very upset, but sometimes I do have to share, okay? I'm a human being.
Everyone stop chatting shit.
If you prick me, do I not bleed? Anyway, in a matter of seconds, hopefully we'll be joined by Diego Lopes. Unless he's there. Is he there?
No, not yet.
Perfect. Very interesting stuff happening with Diego Lopes. Of course, we remember him fighting in April, losing to Alex Volkanovski. I think we all thought that it would be Diego Lopes versus Yair Rodriguez in this Noche UFC slot. It didn't end up being Yair. It ended up being Jean Silva. And there seems to be some bad blood. I was watching some of the clips from the preview show on ESPN Plus, and John openly saying he does not like Diego Lopes. There it is. Clear as day. Longer beard, longer hair, John Silva. Much at stake here in the featherweight division because John trying to get that title shot, trying to leapfrog Lerone Murphy. You still have Movsar Evloev out there. Yair is out there. Diego wants to get back. It's a brilliant fight. And it's happening in San Antonio, Texas. It was, I guess there was some talk of it happening back in Vegas, but once they did the Canelo Crawford fight, it didn't really make sense to have 2 big fights being put on by the same company at the same time on the same day. So it's the first Noche UFC card to happen outside of Vegas. The very first one a couple of years ago was at T-Mobile. That was the Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso one. And then, of course, last year's, which I can't believe it's been a year since the much talked about, much dissected Sphere card, which was headlined by Latino favorites Merab Dvalishvili and Sugar Sean O'Malley. I remember we were in Vegas. We were there. Remember that? What a time it was. And so here we are a year later with a phenomenal main event, and it's a really good card as well. Looking forward to it in what's going to be a fantastic day of fighting. The main event, very important, like I said, in the featherweight division. Let's talk to one half of the main event right here and now, the aforementioned Diego Lopes. Kind enough to join us alongside his interpreter, Diego. Hello, Diego. How are you, my friend?
How good, bro? How good? How are you?
I'm doing well. I like the mustache.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're keeping it?
Yeah, I hope. I don't know.
I like it. I like it. Well done.
Yeah, but for this fight, I have the mustache.
Perfect. And by the way, I like your English. We don't need Edgar. You're good.
No, Edgar, he's my side, but I'm trying not need the hit today.
Okay, I like it. Well done. It's been a few months since we spoke, Diego. First, can I ask about the lessons that you learned in the fight against Alex? What's the difference between this Diego Lopes and the one that we saw back in April?
Oh, it's a completely different Diego Lopes. I feel much better now. I learned too much in this fight with Volk. I have more confidence in myself now. It's like a different Diego.
So it's interesting to hear you say you have more confidence in yourself coming off the loss. Were you not feeling confident going into that fight?
Yeah. I have confidence about time in my fights, but now I have more confidence because I prove myself with the best guys in the world, is Alexander Volkanovski. After this, I think is nothing is new for me.
Okay. That fight was so big for you. You were so close to becoming a champion. How did you deal with the aftermath after not getting the belt? Were you very down? Were you sad? Did you need a long break? How did you deal with it?
No, after the fight, I tell you, I'm more confident in myself. I go back to the gym, keep working, keep training. It's like, como se dice, como consertar, como arreglar.
Correct.
As correct money mistakes I make in the fight is only bro. My life now is a great life. I don't have time for stay sad,
Okay, I love that. I think a lot of us thought that you would be a perfect candidate for this card, and I think a lot of us thought it would be you versus Yair Rodriguez as the main event because of your history, because of his background. Why isn't that the main event? Why aren't you fighting Yair on Saturday?
Oh, it's like I asked you for this fight, but this guy said no. It's like I don't know for why. Maybe this guy have the problems in your personal life. I don't know. I don't understand because this guy say not because this is a great fight for Mexico, no? For Independence Day, I think is the more sensitive for the red line. But it's okay. I have Jean Silva in my front now. It's like I make the job. I finish the fight. I ask you for the next opponent.
Were you disappointed that it wasn't Yair initially?
No. Everyone know this guy. Knows every time is like he say no for the fight. It's like this is not new. It's like it's okay.
He thinks that he should fight for the belt next. What do you make of that?
I don't think so. After Little Murphy knockout is like Aaron Pico. I don't think so. This guy take the shot for the next title contender.
Okay, and so you end up with Jean Silva. Did you like that idea when it was presented to you?
Yeah, the people know I love a fighter, bro. I love fighters. Like UFC send me, okay, this is your next opponent. Okay, send me. I mean, I'm okay. I remember UFC before I'm signing the fight with Jean Silva. UFC mentioned for me it's like Aaron Pico. I'm say yes. Jean Silva, I'm say yes. Jai Rodriguez, I'm say yes. I don't know happy. The UFC sending me against Jean Silva, I'm say yes. It's okay. It's like I love the fight. I love it. I love it. Stay active.
He's been on a roll as of late. He's had a good start to his UFC career. Have you been impressed with what he's done?
Yeah, I built my career as last after the fight. It's like I never sit down in my house for wait to one fight in my. It's like comfortable for me. I like the big challenge. I think now having Jean Silva in the front is a big challenge for me. But I prove and test myself with the best in the world.
What we were showing some of his antics there. Grabbing onto the cage and the glasses and all that. What do you make of just his demeanor overall?
It's okay. It's your personality. I'm calm guy. I'm calm guy. I know this guy tries like he do many things for try have my attention, but it's okay. It's different. In the cage is only me and him.
We showed the clip just moments ago from the ESPN preview where he says, "I don't like Diego Lopes." Do you not like him as well?
Oh, it's okay. This guy not like me. Okay, I'm not like him now.
Why do you think he doesn't like you?
I don't know. You need to ask him.
Do you have a reason not to like him?
No.
You don't have a relationship with him, right?
No, I don't have a relationship with him. But I think this guy is jealous because I have a great hair,
That is possible. He also said, in Brazil, we have a saying, our saints don't match. Do you know this saying? Our saints don't match? And he says, his saint and your saint, like I think your spirits don't match. Does this make sense?
Oh, yeah. This is normal in Brazil. It's like the people say this is like it's como se fosse dicho in Brazil.
It's a saying.
It's the same in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't know for why, but
do you agree with that?
Bro, like I'm chill for everyone, It's like I'm a good guy for everyone, but this guy said I'm not like him. Okay, I'm not like you too.
This card, Noche UFC, is obviously built around celebrating Latino fighting, Mexican fighting. Because of your ties, obviously, to Mexico, are you expecting to be the fan favorite in San Antonio?
Yeah, I'm so grateful with UFC because UFC sent me the chance for the headline in the Noche UFC. This is great for me. I represent my country, Brazil, but represent the people from Mexico too. I live my 10 years in my life in Mexico. I built my career in Mexico. I'm so grateful with UFC for the shot. I hope the people stays so happy with my fight Saturday night.
I've seen you post the picture. I think it was from that press conference in April of you with the cowboy hat and covering your face. You look like the Undertaker. I don't know if you know the pro wrestler, the Undertaker, but like this guy right here, very intimidating, very scary. What does that represent? What are you trying to say when you post that picture?
Oh, this is I'm coming for him. And it's I don't talk too much. I think this photo represents me. It's this guy. It's stay your position. No, it's no need to talk too much.
Like intense, focused.
Yeah, like this.
With all the activity right now in the featherweight division, with Volk obviously champion, but Lerone Murphy, as you said, and Yair is out there, and Mofsar is out there. Do you feel like you're being forgotten about? Do you feel like people aren't talking about you enough as one of the top contenders still, because your last fight was for the belt?
Yeah, I think now in the division is a mix in the top five. It's the people was no have idea who's the next for the title shot. But I think I make the great job in Saturday night. A big knockout, big submission, or complete domination. I think I put my name in the table again.
Did you happen to see that John tried to make a bet with you about if you can take him down? Did you see this?
yeah, bro. But it's okay, bro. This guy
Proposed a bet.
much.
He said
This guy
that
talks too much. You talk a lot. It's it's okay. But Saturday night, one fight.
Are you going to accept the bet?
¿Vas a aceptar la apuesta que hizo John contra ti?
No, this guy needed the money. Trust me. This guy needed the money for him. Needed the money. It's it's okay.
Just for the audience, he said, I bet my purse that you won't be able to take me down and you can go on and keep lying to yourself. And so you're saying you don't want his money because you think that he needs the money, but you'll still take him down.
Yeah, because this guy needs the money after this fight. Trust me. Because this guy this guy no win you show bonus this fight.
Okay. Can I ask your opinion on the Fighting Nerds? Because everyone has an opinion on them. Last weekend, they didn't have a great weekend with Bohalio and Hufi. Is that any sort of indication as to what kind of a fighter he is, or is everyone different in your opinion?
I think everyone's different, no? Everyone's different, but this guy have the same style, no? It's this I think is now Jean have too much pressure on your back because the only guy in the team is staying on the field in the UFC. I think he have a lot of pressure, no? A lot of pressure. Maybe this is affecting him in this fight.
That's a very interesting point. But overall, as far as the team is concerned, what do you think of them?
Sobre todo, como el equipo de puntos, ¿qué piensas de ellos?
So I think this guy make a great job in the last 3 years, no? I think the number talk alone, talk alone because this guy have a great job in the last year. It's a great team.
Could I ask, do you think that they are overrated as a team?
¿Piensas que todos piensan mucho de ellos, de un equipo que es?
I think the people think it's one thing not only the team because it's the same with me, no? Before the fight with Volk, the people have a lot of expectations in myself. It's a lot of confidence in myself too. But now I'm lost the fight title. The people forget me, It's people talk a lot. I think this is normal. You won this fight, okay, the people stay your side, no? But you lost, okay, the people go to another side. It's normal. It's MMA,
Could I ask you, who do you think should fight Volk next for the belt?
I think Lerone Murphy make a great job in the last fight. I think he deserved the title shot. But I feel bad for Mofsar, bro. I feel bad for Mofsar because this guy is staying on the field in the UFC. But I don't know for why this guy pulled out your last fight.
If all goes well for you on Saturday, is that the one that you would like to run it back with Movsar and get that one back?
¿no? Si ganas el sábado, cuando ganes, ¿tú quieres pelear con Mopsar la siguiente para tener tu ganas ahí?
I wanted the fight put me in the next line, you know. My focus now is make the great job Saturday night. I told big knockout, big submission, completely dominate this fight. It puts my name again for the title shot. But the UFC say, okay, you need one more fight. Okay, send me Movsar, Jay Rodriguez, Arnold Allen. Everyone UFC think is better for me for beat for take the shot. The next, I'm take the fight.
Do you think Lerone could beat Alex?
It's tough fighter. It's two guys have a lot of experience. Lerone is heavy too much. It's like IQ the fight. It's like this guy proved this. You last two fights. So confidence in yourself too. But I think Volk stay one step in the front.
I saw that you were in Oklahoma in Stillwater with David Taylor and I think Wyatt Hendrickson as well. What is that experience like for you to learn wrestling from some of the best wrestlers in America?
It was a great experience for me. I enjoyed too much my time in Stillwater. I have a great relationship with David Taylor. I'm so happy in this place, bro. I asked my manager, bro, I needed you back to Oklahoma State after my next fight, because the energy in the room is like is the best. It's like the store, the Oklahoma State in the West is the only one the amazing store. Because this guy having money champions, Olympic champions, money NCAA champions, national champions, like a lot. Like I think it's the high level now in the college. I'm going to for this place for prove myself for learning wrestling, not specifically for one fight, but for me.
The great Daniel Cormier went there too.
Yes, Daniel Cormier too is like compared for in the college for Oklahoma State. It's, every time como que veo a Daniel.
Every time I see Daniel.
Every time I see Daniel, he asking me, it's like, oh, who's the Stillwater? Who's the training? Who's the wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's a great experience. The people say Stillwater is special, no?
Will David be in your corner on Saturday?
No, not this time. I hope one day David stay in my corner. I need to ask him, but this guy is a great coach. This guy stay this guy now for the Worlds.
Okay.
This guy compared the semi weekend with me. But one day I invite David for stay in the corner. I think this is a great experience for him too. To stay in the different depot.
I saw you with the horses over there in the country. Do you like that type of lifestyle?
Te vio con los caballos allá en Oklahoma.
Yeah, bro. Trust me. I stay this place in Stillwater is like it's different life. It's only training, rest. It's the life is I think for me it's the best life. It's so calm, no? I like como se dice caballos?
Horses.
I like the courses too. Like the people is the people in the college invite me, my team go to the courses. It's nice.
I also saw that you were doing commentary for UFC BJJ. Did you enjoy doing that?
Oh, I enjoy a lot. I enjoy a lot this new job in my life. Because like the people know I'm starting in jiu-jitsu 5 years old. If for me it's like it's so grateful for be part of the UFC BJJ. It's like the broadcast, no. I'm so happy for the new job in my life.
You appear to be in incredible shape. You're usually in very good shape, but I don't know, something different this time. Like I see like 10 abs as opposed to 8 abs this time from the photos. Is this the best shape you've ever been in? Because it looks just a little bit different than your last time.
Yeah, I think now it's like it's a little bit different because I improved many things in my training camp. I train is like more. It's like different things, no.
Well, you look fantastic. Finally, before I let you go, what are you feeling? You're obviously feeling confident you're feeling you're going to win, but how do you actually expect it to play out on Saturday?
Oh, I feel amazing, bro. I feel amazing. I'm so confident in myself. I'm so confident in my job. I'm so confident in my training camp. Me and my team make a great camp this time, and I fix money things. Yeah. I'm so confident for take the win Saturday night.
I love it. Well, good luck to you. Thank you so much, Diego. Appreciate
Thank
it very
you.
much. And thank you, Edgar, as well, for your help. Looking forward to the fight. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Gracias. Obrigado.
you. Gracias. Obrigado.
There
Thank
he
you.
is. Great English by Diego Lopes. He has come a very long way in that regard, and a very long way, obviously, as a fighter. His story is a phenomenal one. He returns to action on Saturday against Jean Silva. This is a really great and important main event. Jean Silva, obviously, on a roll as well. He was also on that card, that same card in Miami. He defeated Bryce Mitchell. The other notable fights on the card: Rob Font, David Martinez, Jared Gordon, Rafa Garcia, Kelvin Gastelum, Dustin Stoltzfus, Alex Hernandez, who will join us tomorrow on the program, against Diego Ferreira, Santiago Luna against Kwang Lee, Jose Medina on there, Claudio Puelles, Tatiana Suarez is on there. Honestly, that kind of flew under a lot of fights on here. We'll get to the rest of the card at a later time, but there it is on Saturday. It's before the Canelo Crawford card. Prelim start at 3, main card at 6. It will be over by 9, and then you roll into Netflix. So an incredible weekend. If you're a fan of mixed martial arts and boxing, looking forward to it very much. Looking forward to talking to our next guest. He was just in action in mid-August in Chicago, pulled off one of the great knockouts of 2025, the spinning back elbow knockout of Jeff Neal. You'll recall right before that fight, we spoke to him, and he said he wanted to be the first guy to finish Jeff Neal via strikes in the UFC. He did just that. He was also in Paris supporting his team this past weekend. Caio Bajalio and Mauricio Hufi in action. His other teammate, Jean Silva, fighting this weekend as well. We're talking about the nightmare Carlos Prates, who knows his next assignment. We're going to talk to him about that as well. He's coming to New York to fight the former champion Leon Edwards. There he is. Hello, Carlos. How are you, my friend?
How are you doing, brother? I'm good. I'm great. Thank you for inviting me. Always a huge honor to talk with you.
Thank you. You shaved the mustache in the end. How come?
Yeah, bro. Now I'm gonna let the mustache stay here only during the fight, on the fight week.
It was good luck last time.
Yeah, I never fought with the mustache, and then I was like, not really thinking really nice things about that. But all my teammates say, no, it's okay. You can fight with the mustache. And then I fought. All right. So every time when I fight now and I come to the fight on the fight week, I'm going to stay with my mustache.
I wanted to go in order because we haven't talked to you since the win. And so first, just congratulations on the incredible win. How many times have you watched that finish, that knockout? It was a thing of beauty. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, bro, I trained so much that, before fighting UFC, early on my career, fighting Muay Thai, I had some spinning back elbows, spinning back kicks, winning. But when I moved to Thailand, I stopped to do that, because in Thailand, you cannot do like spinning back kick or flying knee, it's not working there. So now I'm back to do that and got a really nice knockout.
Whose was better in your opinion, yours or Lerone?
Bro, I think Leron looks more painful, because his opponent come like straight to his elbow.
Yeah. At first with yours, I thought it was a spinning back fist, but then when they showed the other angle, you could tell it was the elbow.
No, yeah, it was elbow, but I think Leron was a bit better.
What does that feel? Can you even describe what that feels like to connect like that with such an amazing and unique, sequence? It's a beautiful thing to watch, but for you to be in your shoes, or you weren't wearing shoes, but you get my point, your body, what does that feel like, that moment where you connect and he goes down?
Bro, I don't remember at all what I was feeling at the moment, but it was like I was really happy, but also really calm, because I knew already some point of the life, I knew already I would knock him out, he was trying to rush too much to finish the fight against me, and I was like, he's done. Just now, I just need to wait the right moment, and we got it. So I don't know. sometimes I'm really explosive, really happy, but sometimes I really calm, So I just go to Diana, ask my $50,000, and that's it.
You got the 50,000. Congratulations. You asked for your teammate to be signed. What was his name again?
Marcos Degli is the best pound for pound in Brazil. LFA flyweight champ, 11th winning streak, 25 years old, the most ugly guy on the gym. He's a young gun.
Did he get signed?
Not yet. They asked him to fight Contender Series on 2 September 2nd, but he didn't got the visa yet, so he didn't fight.
Okay, but clearly he's on the radar, so good on you. You also
Yeah.
asked to fight in Rio, and clearly you're not fighting in Rio. Why not?
Uh, you say me? I don't fight in Rio?
Well, you asked on the microphone, you said, I
Yeah.
want the bonus, I want my friend, and I want to fight in Rio together with him, right? But now we know you're
Yeah.
fighting in New York. So what happened with Rio? How come you didn't end up on that card in October?
I'm really expecting they call him to fight in Rio, but for me, they offer Leon Edwards in New York, so I cannot say like no. They ask you some names like Daniel Rodriguez to fight in Rio if I want, but also they say but the second option is fight Leon in MSG New York, and I say of course you're gonna fight Leon.
Yeah, it's a bigger fight. It's a bigger stage. Are you disappointed, though, that you can't fight in Rio? Because that seemed to be something that you really wanted to do.
Yeah. I really wanted to fight in Rio, but for sure next time I'm gonna fight there.
By the way, what was it like celebrating your birthday in Chicago afterwards?
Bro, like easy party, easy drinks, easy water, like
Very chill, very chill.
normal things, bro. Not too much fun, Like just only you guys saw on Instagram.
Yeah. Very chill, very relaxed. Like you went to the library, the park, just walked around.
Yeah.
I feel like you haven't gone to
Yeah.
sleep since then.
Say again?
I feel like you haven't gone to bed since that party a month ago.
Yeah, I leave a party really early and then I come home to sleep, to stay like health, uh, that.
I love everything about what you do. The fighting is great, but then when you show up with the cigarette to the press conference, you need to keep that going. It
Yeah.
reminds me of Ricardo Mayorga. You remember Ricardo Mayorga, the boxer?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
you. You're the modern day Ricardo Mayorga.
yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
You're the freaking man. Did anyone get mad at you for doing that? Oh, look at Ricardo
not
there.
really.
That's you.
Yeah. Yeah. Not really. They don't get mad. They think it's funny.
I think it's brilliant. You got to keep that going, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we keep that going. And then you find out about the Leon fight, and clearly you just gave us some sort of insight into your thought process. This is a gigantic fight. Like you have the Ian fight, a bit of a down. You get back. Now you're right back in the same spot. I feel like.
Yeah.
You feel
I
the
think
same?
so. Yeah, I feel the same, Like bro, it's business, It's fight, but also it's business. So on the end of the day, they're gonna call who bring the real entertainment. And I respect it to another guys, but I bring the right entertainment, not people's pay tickets to watch. You know, like of course, the most important thing is get a win, but the people's pay ticket to get people's to watch people's get knocked out, and I doing that. So I think it's his business.
There is a thought out there that Leon is past his prime, that he isn't as good as he once was. Do you agree with that sentiment or no?
I don't think so. I don't think he not old guy. He train a lot. He a former champ. You know, lion is always a lion, bro. I don't I don't think on this way like he's not on his prime. No, I expect him fight against the better Leon, the best Leon, the best version of Leon. I expect it to fight. That's why I train too much. I work a lot, you know.
Hmm. The main event is also in your weight class, JDM and Islam. Who do you think is going to win that?
I think the favorite is Islam, but Jackie show like he grew up a lot as a fighter since he stopped fight. Now he was a long time without fight, almost 2 years, and he got really good skills to fight Belal Muhammad, defense takedowns. So I think he gonna win.
You think Jack is going to win?
Yeah,
Wow. Do you think he wins a decision or do you think he stops him?
I think decision is really hard fight.
You think Islam stays at 170 or he goes back?
If he lose, I don't know. It depends how he feel on during the fight. How close is gonna be the fight? You know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out. By the way, have you ever been to MSG?
Sorry.
Have you ever been to MSG?
No, never.
It's a special place.
Yeah,
It,
I know. I heard a lot of things about that place. I can't wait to fight there.
it's they call it the world's most famous arena. It has aura.
Yeah, I know for sure. But that's why I really excited to fight there.
This past weekend, we saw you in Paris, and I know it was a tough weekend for you and the team. We could see how disappointed you were. Can I ask how you're feeling and how everyone's doing a couple of days later?
It's a mix of sadness, angry. You know. I like that guys a lot. They are like my brothers, my family, and it's never easy to see like who you really like to losing. But it's a game. It is what it is, you know. So I think they gonna keep you working, gonna back stronger.
You know how it goes in this game. Two teammates lose, everyone starts saying, "Oh, the fighting nerd's no good," and everyone piles on. And then if John wins this weekend, everyone's back. Are you feeling that, and do you see that, and does it get under your skin? Does it make you upset when you see people talk like this?
No, bro. Like to be honest, when I see people like this, I need to see the people, and then I think that people talking shit about us. They are like one of the 20 peoples on the best of the world on they they work. I don't think so. Okay, so I don't want to take it serious, you know.
Hmm. You've been back.
So
You've been back to the
yeah,
gym since then.
like I say on Brazilian on the Brazilian media, like bro, a lot of people like to talk shit, you know. A lot of Brazilians also start to laugh, you know, like Caio lose, Rufi lose also, ha ha ha, and they laughing, you know. And it's weird to like see people doing that, you know, not because they are my friend, but in general, like when somebody see bad things happening on against on the life of famous people and they start to laughing and it don't make too much sense for me, you know. You're never gonna see me comment something on Instagram about the life of another people's or bad thing about other people's because you know we are fighting on the biggest show in the world. We are between the 10 best guys in the world, and I don't know why like people gonna come to like Instagram, for example, and start to comment some shit you know. I like to see probably that guy he's not between the best of the world in his on his work. So okay, I don't wanna take it serious.
You know what it is, though, right? It's jealousy.
Yeah.
You guys had a lot of success, a lot of people talking about you, big spotlight, you're doing very well at the very top. And oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
agree.
people lose, and all of a sudden people want to celebrate that because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yeah, I think if you get happy because somebody lose, somebody who even don't know nothing about you, that I sometimes even don't imagine you. So if you get happy with that, it means a lot about you, not about me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you say some shit about me because I lose and you are happy, I ever don't know who you are. So it means a lot about you, not about me. I gonna keep fighting, gonna keep make money, gonna keep get famous, you know? So that's it.
Have you been back to the gym since Saturday?
Yeah. I come straight to France to my gym here in Taubaté, my city, and then I start to train to fight Leon.
What is the mood like? What is the vibe like on the team after this weekend?
On the fighting arts, I don't know because I didn't come to São Paulo. I come to train in my city in
Yeah.
Taubaté, but everybody here is like, oh, it's not nice, you know. But we need to keep to working.
Okay. I saw when I think it was after Mauricio's fight, you were watching with Ian Gary, and that was interesting
Yeah,
because obviously you just fought. Are you guys cool now?
yeah, we always cool. Even after fight, you know, like we're not enemy. I tell him many times I have to compete with him again, you know. Was really nice there on France because I say I'm gonna fight for the belts first of him. I'm gonna win the belt, and then I'm gonna challenge him to do a rematch, and then okay, then I'm gonna stop to fight MMA.
And that's it. Then you're gonna retire.
I think so. I don't wanna fight too much, bro. I just wanna get the belt, and then of course make a rematch against Ian. You know, he's a nice guy. His wife, his son, they are really nice people. But I feel like I have to compete him again. You know, I was 6 years without lose, and then he come and give me a lose again. It's not nice. You know, I feel like I could beat this guy. I could win that fight. So I gonna fix some mistakes. So that's the plan. Get the belt. I tell him last time in Paris. Say, bro, I'm gonna win the belt, and then I'm gonna challenge you for do a rematch, and then that's it. I'm over.
So how many more is that? Because I feel like you're not too far away from. You beat Leon, maybe one more there. Then you fight for the belt. You win the belt. You fight him. That's like 3, 4 fights, and then you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do you do then? When you're done fighting, what do you do?
Just enjoy my life, barbecue, some beers,
That's it.
you know? Yeah, that's it,
But
bro.
you're only 32. So this is what, 34, 35? You still have your whole
I
life.
plan to fight to 35,
Okay.
but if I become champ early, I'm gonna stop early.
And then what do you do 36, 37, 38, 39, 40? You have a whole life.
Nothing, bro. Just relax, just enjoy my time on the pool.
Just chill.
Take care about my mom, you know?
Okay. That's a good life.
Sometimes go to the gym, sometimes go to the gym, help the other guys.
Be a
That's it.
coach.
No, not really.
No,
I'm
no.
okay, but yeah, just invest a lot of money to be safe after fight and just enjoy the life.
Are you worried about the health? Like, are you worried about not sticking around too long so that it doesn't affect your health?
Not about my health, but I already have many injuries. My neck is bad, my back is bad, my feet, my hand, my shoulder, elbow. So I don't know till how long I gonna keep you wanted. Is still training hard, fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to San Antonio for Jean Silva, right?
No, no. My mom had some accident here, and she had to do some surgery on his shoulder. So I back to stay with her, take care about her, like planning out my fight camp because we have 10 weeks, and then start to next week. This week I start already to train here in my city, Taubaté, and then next week I'm gonna back to start to go to São Paulo often.
Okay. How is she doing, your mom?
Now she's better. She broke her shoulder,
Ah,
and yeah, she got surgery, but now she's much better.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she makes a speedy recovery.
Yeah, she's doing.
She's tough, like her son.
Yeah,
Ha-
I think more tough than her son.
Yeah, usually that's the case. Um,
Yeah,
can I ask, how do you feel about the fight this weekend with John and Diego Lopes?
I'm really excited. Jean is really happy. Of course, he's two guys I really like, but Jean is my teammate, my brother. So I think he's gonna win. I think I expecting a tough fight, but I think he's gonna win.
I saw a clip from this past weekend, but it was very far. Was there like some sort of argument with Nasruddin's manager at the weigh-ins? You and him?
Yeah,
What happened?
yeah,
Could you tell us what happened?
yeah. Because when I was on the wings, I was on front of the stage, and then I was start to record, screen to Kyle, and then he was on the side, on the corner, and then he come in front of me and start to say like, "Ah, Kyle gonna die. Let's go in my Vov," and then we start to argue, you know. But everything's okay. A lot of emotions going on, you know. After we talk with each other, I talk with Imavov's brother also. Nothing but just respect for these guys, you know. But there's a lot of emotions going on, so that's why you are gonna almost fight, but that's okay.
Okay, just to be clear, you were recording and they were saying your friend is going to die, and that's how it all kicked off.
Yeah, yeah. No, he come front of me because he was on the corner.
Ah, yeah,
His
yeah.
seat, his seat was like far away of not far away, but little bit far than me, you know, on the stage. And then he come like on my side, like front of me, and start to say,
Interesting.
yeah,
Bit weird, no?
little bit.
I mean, it's just you're all rooting for your friends and his client, your teammate.
Yeah.
Seems unnecessary.
But like I said, like a lot of emotions going on, you know.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
rivalry, Brazil and France, and yeah, but everything's okay now.
I saw you with Cunha. Are you a big football fan?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But, you know, to be honest, the only sport I really watch is football, is soccer.
Okay, there
I
you
don't
are.
watch MMA. Of course, I watch MMA, but I like, you know, all the fights. You know, I like it. The fighters who I like, but football, I really like soccer.
Which team do you support?
Corinthians,
Corinthians, yeah. I think that's
biggest team in Brazil.
it's not Botafogo.
Blech.
Isn't that Corinthians is
Never.
which is Jose Aldo's team, or is that Flamenco?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't like them either.
No.
Okay. And they're the best team, Corinthians.
Corinthians, yeah. We're not bigger than only Real Madrid and Milan.
Oh wow. Most
Yeah,
championships?
Corinthians is bigger than PSG, Manchester United, Barcelona.
No, they weren't in the Club World Cup. I didn't see them in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, because you know we are on the bad moment right now, but we're
Okay.
gonna get better.
Okay, fair enough. Did you like Paris? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, that's really nice city, really nice country.
First time
I really
there?
like to spend time there. Huh?
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Did you have the food, the croissant, all this stuff? Did you eat the food?
Bro, the food there is so good, yeah.
Yeah.
All the foods there, I really like it. I really a lot of kebabs there.
Yeah.
But the French food also is really nice.
Do you have custom cigarettes now?
Yeah, they give me some, you know, and I didn't believe when I saw, but the fans are crazy.
Who made
And I
this for
still
you?
here, I still keeping it with me, you know, like a trophy, and it's really nice.
Who made that for you?
Some fans from France, I don't know how they did it, but it's just really nice.
Well, okay, I thought it was a sponsor that was doing it for you. It's just a fan that did it for you.
No, yeah, it's just fun they did.
Gosh, the people love you. You're the people's champion.
Yeah, I love them also, bro. You know, I really like to spend time with that kind of people, like really support me, support us. You know, like we was talking before, like people who say like you right now, and then you lose, then you start to laughing or talk shit about you. That's okay. They are not fun. They are fan of MMA. They not your fan. You know. But for me, it's crazy. Also say like fan, my fans. I think they're like my friends. You know, my colleagues. Fans
I
is
get that.
hard to say.
No, I
I don't
understand.
think I'm too famous like this to have fans. You know, I have some colleagues, some friends, but it is what it is.
Did you get a lot of love from the French fans?
Yeah,
Even though you were, Kaio's teammate and everything, they were showing you love. They seemed
yeah,
very
yeah. They are really
passionate.
nice. No, they are really nice. They come talk with me, take picture. Really nice week I spent there.
Amazing. And so now you stay home and you get ready for New York.
Yeah.
And what do you think as far as the way this fight against Leon goes? How are you feeling? What are you feeling as far as the way it plays out?
I think it's gonna be a tough fight. I plan to knock him out, of course. But I know Leon is a former champ. I respect to him. He beat for me the greatest of all time on welterweight, Kamaru Usman. So I expecting a really tough fight.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Carlos. Looking
Thank you,
forward to the
brother.
fight. Good luck to you in training. My best to your mother. I hope she feels better. And my best to the whole team, Caio and Mauricio and Jean Silva this weekend. The Fighting Nerds will be back. And anyone who has jumped
Thank
off the bandwagon, they're not allowed back on. If you jump off, you can't go
Alright.
back on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the rule, at least my rule. Thank you, Carlos. All the best.
Thank you, brother. Thanks so much.
There he is, Carlos Prates. Big fight for him coming up on the 15th of November here in New York City. What a card that is. So far, we know of a few fights on that card. Issa Makhachev against Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title. Zhang Weili against Valentina Shevchenko for the women's flyweight title, and of course that one. Many, many more to come. In a matter of moments, we're going to be joined by a guy who lives in the area, Corey Anderson. He's going to Dubai very soon to fight on that massive October 3rd card, headlined by Paul Hughes versus Usman Nurmagomedov. Don't go anywhere. Also, Paul Craig coming up, but first, this quick break. Do you think you can walk away now and not have an itch again, walk off into the sunset and be like, I'm good, I did it all?
There's always going to be other forms of competition. What a lot of people miss and lose their mental health and their sanity through the process of non-competition. I believe in the Hormesius theory. I believe in risking myself. I believe in hunting and being hunted. The greatest of the great people in life have always understood that.
Over under win total. It's at 12.5.
I'm still going to go over here on 12.5. And you're going to be able to tell why when I talk about the rest of the division. I think that even if I have some questions overall about the Bills, I feel pretty good about what they can do inside the division and win a lot of games.
It is the highest in the NFL at 12.5. I'm also going over. I think the Bills are just the class of the division and the class of the conference and the NFL. Like, this is one of the legit contender teams.
Billy Napier should be feeling quite a bit different than Brent Venables because, like I said earlier, Billy Napier was told what some of the problems were. Like, hey, maybe you need to hire a play calling coordinator. In fact, that was one of the conditions of him returning this year as coach. But then he beats LSU, he beats Ole Miss, and all of a sudden, he's got some juice, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to ride the way I ride, and we'll just see what happens. Well, we saw what happened.
I feel totally validated on Michigan. Like, I did not think we were controversial on Michigan in our preseason take here. We predicted them to go under 8.5 wins, but they're going to be a serious contender. They're just going to be a contender a year from now. I expect you'll see Bryce Underwood and you'll realize that kid has huge potential. That guy with a legitimate receiving core around him would be lethal.
All right, back on the program. That was Carlos Prates. Coming up later, Paul Craig is going to join us. Looking forward to that conversation. We will have some time to answer your questions. Pete Carroll going to stop by as well. Coming up on October 3rd. October 3rd, October 4th is a very good weekend in the world of mixed martial arts. October 4th, we know, is UFC 320, and that's the one headlined by Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. Also, Khalil Roundtree against Yuri Prochaska, and Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev 2 is the actual headliner. On October 3rd, though, it's PFL Champion Series 2 back in Dubai at the world-renowned Coca-Cola Arena in the United Arab Emirates. Usman Nurmagomedov versus Paul Hughes 2, probably the most anticipated fight in PFL right now. Archie Coughlin against J.J. Wilson, Luis McGrillen against Cal Loughran, Magomed Magomedov against Sergio Pettis. I mean, it's a nice little card. I'm not going to lie. Zubaira Tahugov against Artem Lobov. We spoke to Artem a few weeks back about this. And in the co-main event, we do believe that the vacant PFL light heavyweight title is on the line. And it's an important fight in that division as they attempt to establish a champion at 205 pounds. You got Dovlet Yagshumiradov, who won the PFL light heavyweight tournament late last year, defeating Impa Gasangane, trying to get revenge against the former Bellator light heavyweight champion, overtime himself, the one and only Corey Anderson, who is here in studio with us to talk about it all. Is he there? Yeah, there he is. What's up, Corey?
What's going on?
Good to see you, my man.
You too?
Long time no see. How are you? How's everything?
Good. You know, since it's been such a long time.
Okay.
I know you was one of the ones that always
Yeah.
You know, I found the old shirts. I had to bring you one.
Yo, this is a relic
I had
right
to bring
here.
That's right. I want to see that on the wall with all this
No
other
problem. Because you dropped Beastin 25A. Look at that right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. This is memorabilia right here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
problem.
it. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
It's good to see you.
It's great to see you.
When do you go to Dubai?
We leave the 20th. September 20th.
20th, so in
about a
11
weekend.
days.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
No, sir.
You were just in South Africa.
Yep.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, that was a blast. Like, I didn't want to go at first. Like, I ain't trying to go all the way over there. It's like Africa. You don't know what to expect. And you get to know the complete opposite of what I thought. It was awesome.
What were the fans like? Like, did you feel like they knew MMA? Were they up to speed? Were they educated?
The ones I met, they knew MMA pretty well. A lot of them was listening to stuff from my career. Some of the best moments, like, of course, the Johnny Walker. Everybody talks about that.
Yeah.
But people were talking about the Glover fight and how I took it on short notice and dominated that. They were talking about the Ultimate Fighter, how I beat Matt Van Buren. So it's pretty cool just to hear, like, it's mainstream. MMA is all over the world.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
We were trying to figure this out, and you could probably help us. You're not the PFL light heavyweight champion, right?
It's weird. So they told me the Bellator champs are the champs, but we fighting. The first fight is to get the new belt.
So this is for, in many respects, like the vacant PFL light heavyweight title.
Pretty much.
So you win this fight, you're the PFL light heavyweight
Light
champion.
heavyweight champ, yes, sir.
As of right now, you're both he's the tournament champion, you're the Bellator champion. Basically, what it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like they're trying to establish now champions in each weight class, like Costello, Van Steenis, Usman and Paul, you in the light heavyweight. Is that what's happening?
I think that's what they're doing. And from there, the PFL tournament winners from this year, 2025, will fight those champs.
Okay.
The next fight.
Now, your last fight in South Africa was at heavyweight.
So side quest.
Yeah. Okay. So what was that about, and why did you come back to 205?
I mean, that was an opportunity. You know, I wanted to fight. Had been sitting for a while. I was asking for a fight. And I believe they already had the Yagshumiradov fight set, like working for Dubai, because he's got a following over there, and there was nothing else there at the time. And the opportunity came. I had to get him a fight. I wanted to fight, and I took the fight, and we saw how it happens.
Okay.
Now, coming back to 205, it was, like I said, they asked me right after, do you want to fight in October for the belt? Like 100%, I'm still good. So here we are.
Yeah, quick turnaround. So you went from maybe not getting a fight to now having two in the span of 3 months.
Back, love it.
Yeah. How did your body feel at heavyweight?
Like I told her earlier, it felt a little slower. Like it was energy-wise, I felt great because I was eating like 9 meals a day. My wife, shout out Jennifer Anderson out there, she putting it down in the kitchen all the time with pasta. Like it wasn't like your boring, no seasoning meals. Like it was seasoning that I could still perform well. Like it wasn't gonna make me feel bloated. But the food was like high energy, heavy protein and carbs. So like the energy, I felt great. I felt a little heavy, slower in the beginning of camp. It was like getting used to moving a heavier weight. And then in the fight, I felt great.
How much did you weigh in the fight?
240. Well, for weigh-ins, I was 240. I would probably say in the fight, probably like 240, 243.
Wow. When you fight at light heavyweight, how much do you think you weigh the next day?
The day of the fight or after the fight?
Yeah.
So the next day, usually, so I remember when I was in the UFC, so the way it's seeing, it would range from 225 to 229, 230.
Okay. So this is kind of like 10 to 15 pounds heavier than usual.
Yes.
You feel more comfortable at 205?
It feels more normal at 205. What's
Yeah.
it? I ain't gonna say comfortable because I felt pretty good at heavyweight. It just, I think the biggest point or the biggest takeaway for me was being out for 16 months. And at first, I just was slow to start.
Yeah.
It was first time getting back into action with the lights. But once I started seeing the punches and getting the rhythm, I felt like it was back like I never left.
Why were you out for 16 months?
They just, with the co-ownership with PFL and Bellator, they were just coming together. They were just trying to get fights together. They didn't know where exactly to go. I had just won the belt from Carl Moore, and all the Yags was in the PFL tournament. I don't think there was really any fights there. So it was just until an opportunity came, and I wasn't the only one. A lot of the guys were out until we figured out what was next.
Was that frustrating?
I mean, of course it is. It's not like we work everyday jobs where you got to check. So for me, like, yes, everybody know I like saving money, but at the same time, I don't like not having money coming in for such a long period of time.
Yeah.
But once the ball was rolling, we got the fight. We here now, and I'm happy.
16 months, a long time to not earn like a steady paycheck. Is that uncomfortable for you, or like were you good?
Like financially, it was always good.
Okay.
But it's frustrating because I've come from a blue collar family where we always worked and earned.
Yeah.
I used to always having money come in, always saving. And at the time, it was the first time in my life my bank account was always dropping. Every month,
Yeah.
you get like the mortgages, the properties we own, the rental houses, the stuff was coming out, and it was like we had nothing going in. So it was frustrating at times, but at the same time, I always just kept putting faith in God, like it's going to happen. He's got a plan. He's got a plan.
You're training during this time, right?
I train. You know me, I never stop training.
So is it hard to train without sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, without someone to shoot for?
Yes and no, because I went to a new gym. Like I moved to Indiana, so I was working with a new coach anyway. So it's kind of like getting in sync with him and doing a lot of striking, a lot of pad work. Seeing the way they train out at Indiana Boxing and Grappling. So IBG, seeing how they work and figuring out the team, getting a feel of all those guys, of getting in sync with the coaches. So it sucked because I wasn't training for anything, but at the same time I was training and getting better because he would go out to like the Thailand gyms and learn how to throw calf kicks and different stuff. So I was adding things to my repertoire on the time off, and it was kind of just building me up to be a better fighter when the return happened.
So you live in Indiana now?
Yes.
When did you leave Jersey?
So we actually left, what was it? After the Nemkov won is when we bought the house. We had already had a house there anyway. And the plan was to move there when I retired and coach college wrestling with my old coach. Well, when the Nemkov won, all the stuff was going on, then the pandemic and everything was going to New Jersey and how they are with all that. And the vaccines was, we just didn't want to deal with all that. So we just up and moved to Indiana.
Wow.
So we come back to Jersey for fight camps. So
Okay,
I still
so you
have
still
the house
train with
here.
Mark?
Yeah, well, I don't train with Mark no more. Mark retired. Mark is done.
Yeah, he's kind of fading into this.
He's a cowboy now. He thinks he's a city slicker, wannabe cowboy. So,
but he's still with like Frankie, right?
So he came back with Frankie. You
Okay.
know, we knew when that happened he was going to come back with Frankie.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Frankie had any other striking coach other than Phil Nurse, and that's just a relationship. I get it. Like he's going to come back and be with his little bro.
Right. Is it hard to find a new team? You guys were together for so long. You have chemistry. Is it hard to find a new guy to lead the charge?
I mean, it's hard to find another Mark Henry.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find another guy. So I got a striking coach, Frank Savannah now. He was always been part of the team. He was Nick Catone's coach back in. He worked with some of the guys at Nick Catone's gym. So he knew what we was already doing. We had Ryan Kafar, who's been in the corner with Caitlin Chukagan, Frankie Yeager, and those guys. So they know what we're doing. It was just finding a guy like Mark that's so obsessed and crazy and wild and full of energy one day and depressed the next day. You never know. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Like, you know, you talk with him with the Buffalo Bills,
Yes.
the way he is with his football, the way he is with our fighters. If they lose, it's a horrible day. If they win, we won the Super Bowl. So it's to find that energy to match his energy and the aura he carries around him. Now, that's hard to find. You'll never find another Mark Henry. But to find somebody else that can do the job will do it the same as Mark, probably not. But can he do it as well as Mark? I think so.
So funny you say that because I'm on a group chat with him and his son Pino about the Bills. Yeah. It's only Bills talk. And on game days, we're going back and forth. Pino is very, you know Pino, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's very level-headed. Mark is like, the season. This is game one, week one on Sunday, and it was a crazy game. But like, season's over, we're winning the Super Bowl. Season's done, we suck. They don't know what they're doing. We're incredible. Like the range of emotions, Pino keeps him in check. Yeah. But it's one of my favorite experiences. So on Sunday, we were going nuts when they had that crazy comeback against Baltimore. But there was like 5 times throughout the day that Mark kind of threw in the towel.
Commit suicide. I remember we used to go over there. So I used to do pads at his house on Monday and Thursday. So Monday was like a 7 a.m. session or 6:30, whatever. And the game was on Sunday. You go to his house, he got like a shrine, like Christmas trees of all Buffalo Bills stuff. Then I come in, he be in the basement, I in the gym, watch TV, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm watching my stock just crash. Like, what are you talking about? The Bills lost yesterday, so I'm trying to see what they're saying about it.
That's amazing.
Every week it was something. Like, is he going to be happy today or is he going to be sad? Because I don't watch football. But I could tell when I walked in, if he was down there on the treadmill happy, they won. If he sit on the bench like this slump, they lost. But, yeah.
That basement is legendary with the paper and the you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, the codes and the quotes. Hesitation equals death. That's my favorite one. Hesitate equals death. That's a paper. Somebody, I think somebody wrote it years ago. Said it's a mark and he wrote it down. Meaning, if you sit in front and you hesitate too long, that's when you get hit. Like if you're not worried about, if you're not sure what you're gonna do next, and you start waiting, that's when you're about to get hit, and that's usually probably when you get knocked out. So that's like probably one of my favorite quotes down there.
Love it. The difference between living in Indiana and New Jersey. What's the difference?
So New Jersey, New York, it's fast, fast paced. Like you look outside now, cars, people, noise. The smell of the air smell like boo-boo, you know, all that. So, but then you go to Indiana and it's peaceful. Like I own 200 acres out there. My backyard is a 500-acre bean field, a cornfield from the neighboring farm. I have my hot tub, cold plunge, and sauna on my back deck. I go out and just sit in peace at night. You see the stars, the planes going over, and you don't hear anything. You don't hear cars, no ambulances. I can come out my back door, grab a rifle, and start shooting squirrels, shooting targets, whatever I want right there. It's just that's where I like living, just with like pretty much no rules technically. Like that's
You're shooting squirrels back there?
Yeah, man. We got squirrels the size of coyotes in Indiana. They be out there eating up my wife's garden. I got to get them off somehow.
Wow.
So,
what do you do with them after you shoot them?
you eat them. You can eat squirrel, rabbit, all that. I'm a country boy. I eat all
You eat
that.
squirrel?
Yeah. I
How?
got a few of them in the freezer. What you mean? You can make them stew. You can stretch them out, put them on the grill, smoke them out.
The squirrel?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Squirrel and rabbit. That's what I grew up on.
Really?
Yeah. Rabbit
So you
stew is
shoot
like one
the
of my
squirrel
favorites.
and then you pick it up?
Yeah, even my kids. I got a picture of my wife, got a picture of me and my kids and my daughter when she's like 3 holding the squirrel after we shot it. Yeah, we skinned it or whatever right there. I show them and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. It's time to eat it.
Stop it.
I should have brought you a squirrel.
No, thank you.
You going to squirrel.
What does it taste like? What is it? It's like, is it like chewy? What is it?
No, I mean, it's like it's if you do it in like a crock pot with a stew, like when I did it as a kid, we did rabbit stew and you couldn't like pull apart really easy. I want to say
What do you like?
It's like chicken, but
Yeah,
it's kind of like it comes out the bone like chicken.
Rabbit or squirrel? What do you prefer?
Rabbit.
Okay, why?
It's just I'm just more used to it.
Okay.
That's where I grew up on.
There are a lot of rabbit back there?
I got a couple rabbits in the backyard, more squirrel than anything.
Okay.
But we got a lot of oak trees, so they out there getting the acorns. The rabbits come from the fields here and there when the fields are still growing. So.
What about deer?
Deer are everywhere. Like
Yeah.
that's what I do. I'm a big deer hunter, so
Yeah.
I own the 200 acres and I hunt those pretty hard.
Hunting season coming up, right?
Saturday, baby. Opening day is September 13th and Saturday in New Jersey.
So wait, in New Jersey. What about in
What's
Indiana?
Open? In Indiana, it's not till October 1st. Kentucky opened last week. I missed the season opener for the first time in like 8 years.
So what does that mean, season opener?
First day you can be in the woods, baby. That's a holiday in the hunting community.
So like if you went now, you get a fine.
Yes, it's called poaching. If I went out now and I was out there killing something, because you got to tag it. If you tag it ahead of it, you get a fine, and you probably lose your license for like 5 years, depending. If it's a
damn.
real big buck, you can probably. I know some people I've heard get lifetime banned for doing certain things.
Really? So is it as of midnight?
So you can't hunt. It's like 30 minutes from sunup. So sunrise, say, is 7 o'clock. 30 minutes before you can shoot for the first time.
Is this the most exciting day of the year for you?
For me, baby, that's it.
So what do you do? Like, will you be in New Jersey on Saturday?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go at night though. I got training.
Okay.
In camp, I try not to hunt before practice. When I'm not in camp, I used to ask Frank. I used to come to the gym in camo. Come in camo, change the locker room, go in the mat, leave, put my camo back on, and go to the woods. Like I hunt every day.
Why not before practice?
Well, because I want to be fully rested and hydrated and ready, focused. For hunting, you got to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So by the time I get to practice, I'm yawning, I'm sleepy. And Saturday is sparring day, so I want to be on my P's and Q's.
What's your favorite thing to hunt?
Deer.
Deer?
Whitetail.
Why is that?
It's just something about it, man. It's an art. For me, hunting with a bow, like I do it with a bow too. So hunting deer with a bow is like fighting. It's like if I don't practice every day with my bow, if I don't practice hanging my stand properly and being silent and practicing the wind for the deer to come in, that deer's going to spot me or I'm going to miss my shot. As for fighting, is the same way. If I'm not in the gym every day working on my jab, working on my takedown, my ground and pound, when I get into the fight, the guy's going to have that advantage on me. He's going to see what's coming. And so I can just sit in the woods after the OSP head kick knockout. When I just didn't know what to do next, I was kind of playing retirement. What do I do? Can I keep fighting? Do I still got it? I remember going to the woods 2 days later and just sitting there and listening to nature, and I forgot all about the fight. And that's one. I love hunting deer because it doesn't happen fast. It takes time. So while you're sitting there, it's like therapy with my mind. I can study fight film up there. As long as I'm just looking with no sound, I can study the film. I can read a book, whatever. And once I hear that noise in the woods, whatever, I start looking. If it's a deer or a squirrel, whatever, I'm right back. And then when it's time to go, man, you start shaking like booty meat. I'm telling you, when it's time, you start shaking, your heart racing. And then when you get the shot off, and it's just like, you can't stop it. Your body is shaking. You just can, like, literally uncontrollable for like 10, 15 minutes. And so you finally calm your nerves. And I've been the same way since my very first deer. And to now, I've probably shot 200 deer from doing it, and I still get the same feeling every time. I love it.
Why bow as opposed to gun?
Again, it's an art. With a gun, I can be out there. I've hunted with veterans with the gun, and we're in the blind, and I love it. They love it. So I'm with them, trying to help them pass time, help them get over things. But you can smoke cigarettes, you can drink and be loud, and deer come from 300 yards. You can pop them. It's a good shot. As for with a bow, you have to be stealth. You can't be out there talking. When I take my son with me, I got to teach him, son, you got to be quiet. You whisper and communicate. But at the same time, you got to be able to stand up. I'm 6'3", so I'm in a tree stand, 6'3", 240. When I stand, I got to stand up slow enough where that deer, he's within 15 yards. He can see me 100 yards away, but within 10 yards, he really can see me. He can smell me. I got to be able to move, get my bow, and get everything back and get fully drawn and still get a shot off without him seeing me. Damn. That's an art. To do that, that's impressive. Now, if he was 300 yards, I can grab a gun and shoot 2-3 times, hit him. It's cool, but it's not as impressive for me.
Damn. Who taught you how to bow hunt?
So me and my father started together. So we kind of learned at this bow shop. I can't remember the name of the bow shop. I think it was like Obsession Archery or something when I was like 12 or 13. And then my first hunt, I learned from a high school teammate, Steve DeWire. He took me out. And then from there, just meeting different people in the industry. From like, even when I was out with Joe Rogan and like John Dell, like I asked questions and they showed me different things I don't know.
Right.
And now it's like I got a pretty good grasp on it.
Your son is how old, the one that goes with you?
He's at 5. Or 6, sorry.
Is he your oldest?
Yes.
Is it surreal for you to now be the dad teaching the son like you and your dad went back together?
Love it. It's probably my best memories. Like I come home, I shoot my bow every day. And like I'm shooting now my daughter, she's 4, and she got his first bow. And when I'm shooting, I come, Dad, can we shoot? Like, yeah, and I put my bow down, just film them and shoot with them. Taking my son out this year. He shot his first one. We didn't recover it, but for him to shoot his first, it was awesome. Like deer came in right in front of us. And just like, he was always like, Dad, can I shoot? Like, yeah, he's going to come in, just wait. And he had the crossbow. He shot it, he hit it high. But to this day, he'll tell everybody, like, I killed my first deer. Like, he shot his first deer. He didn't track it, or we didn't recover it. But that's awesome. Like, for me, that's probably the highlight of my life. Fighting knockouts, all that is cool. But to see my son come out and shoot his bow and then want to go hunting with Daddy, just want to go to the woods with Daddy, those are my best memories in life right now.
So, yes, OSP fight, you consider retirement for a moment after that?
It's just you didn't know. I mean, it was 2 knockouts back to back.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing. Like if you just got knocked out twice, like, do we still got it? Are we, like, lacking in something? Like, we not losing our focus enough? What's the problem? And for me, after hunting for so long, I realized my only thing I had was fighting. Like, I didn't do anything else. I didn't go out and party. I didn't drink. All I did is fight, train. That's why overtime. I was always in the gym. And if I'm in the gym this much and I lost, now what? Then after the hunting and realizing there's more in life other than fighting. So now it's like I got fighting, I got my family, and I got hunting. So I'm at peace all the time. I don't wake up a day in my life and regret it. I wake up and live the dream every day because I either go film content for my YouTube channel, jump on a plane or drive and go hunt somewhere. I head to the gym or I come home and spend time with my family. I can't complain. Life is beautiful.
How much longer you want to do this for?
That's another question, man. Like, I get it a lot. And when I was sitting out for a while, I kept saying, I'm going to finish my contract. Whenever my contract is over, I'm done. I'm retired. I don't think I want to do this no more. I've been out for so long, I don't think I love fighting no more. Then I got back in that last camp, and I was like, y'all tell Ricardo the other day, like, I love this coach. It's like I'm a white belt all over again. I don't want to stop. Like, so to me, it's the point I feel like when a coach is teaching something and I don't want to listen no more, like, this stuff again, or I'm not excited about fighting or getting up and going to the gym, that's when I walk away. Or if I'm not hanging with the young bucks anymore. When the young guys come in the gym and they start dog walking me and I can't stop a takedown, I'm getting hit all the time, it's like, all right, I ain't got it no more. Let's walk away.
So when you say, I want to fight till this contract is up, how many more fights do you have on this contract?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Because when I won the champ, they did the extension. When you come to champ, we got extended. So that's the talk we got to have with Ali after. So I'm just focused on one fight at a time right now. We're not even worried about it. Keep winning. Like I said, right now I'm worried about stacking checks and belts. That's all I'm worried about.
When you were out and other guys were out, as you know, a lot of guys were vocal in their displeasure, right? And some got released. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really see that from you that much. Were you vocal about how you were feeling? Because I didn't see it as much as some of the other guys who have been, the pit bulls of the world who got Aaron Pico.
I was vocal to the point, but at the same time, like I was already at the other organization. So if I went out there and started saying, I won't release this and that, you just did that from last place. And at the same time, I know for me, I'm making more money than I ever made in my life. So I knew it was going to happen eventually. It was just when. And like I said, I would vocalize stuff, but to a point, like I didn't want to make anyone upset and mad where they make me sit longer. But at the same time, I just kept, like I said, I put in God's hands. I would say something slick or say something small, reach out to Kogan or Don Davis and just pray on it. Like just pray, eventually this answer come. And I'll tell the wife, like, we can't stress it. We can't keep getting mad. It's going to happen in time. Everything is in God's plan. Maybe he's doing this for a reason. We don't know. We hope it happens sooner than later. But at the same time, just have patience and just keep praying on, stay on our Bible and just hope it's going to turn around.
How do you feel about the state of PFL now?
Right now, like I said, just being at the headquarters, I've been talking with these guys and girls, walk around, I see the things going. I met the new CEO, John, today, and it just seems like it's going in a great direction. Like I even said it, I slipped up and I didn't mean it. Like I know after I said it, and I said, oh, that sounds kind of bad. I said something to one guy, it looked like PFL is here to stay, huh? But I didn't mean it. Like, here's like, you guys are going, oh, man, like, yo, you guys are doing things like, you guys got the ball rolling. You're doing your marketing plan. You're doing advertisement. You're trying to get fighters out. You're doing the tours. You're trying to promote the brand good. And that's how you grow a brand. I feel like that's what was missing in Bellator. Like we were great payment. We loved the organization. But there wasn't much marketing on the aspect of promoting the brand. As for I can see these guys and girls now, like I'm walking with them, talking with them, asking questions. It's like, okay, you guys, like you building a plan. You building for a future. And that's the biggest thing. If you don't have a plan for a future, you plan to fail. And it seems like they got big plans ahead.
Towards the end of Bellator, it just kind of felt like it was just fizzling out, right? Like there was no real oomph to it. Did you feel that way as well?
I mean, like everybody knew it was heading out of the door. We all knew it was coming to an end. And like, it's kind of like they were just saving the rest of the pennies they had. Like, we're not going to keep investing money if we're getting ready to sell. So in a way, it felt like they just kind of, the soda was flat. I mean, there was no flavor anymore. We're just going to finish what we got until we sell off and then let them take over the headache.
One thing that I like this card in particular, right, the one that you're fighting on, this is a really good card. You know what I mean? And sometimes I felt like PFL was handcuffing itself with this like tournament format or the season format. Like ultimately just put on the best fights, in my opinion. Usman versus Paul is the best fight to make at 55. You versus Dovla is the best fight to make at 205. Just put Artem on there. Have some fun fights on there. That's what gets fans excited. Not necessarily, oh, this guy won in the semifinals, so now he's going to... That stuff is cool for a little bit, but don't just make that your whole identity. And I like that now they're starting to move away from just the tournament or season being their full identity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a championship series where fights going, but then the tournament thing, like I like the change they made to the tournament. Like I said, instead of 2 fights or the 2 playoff fights, you got to earn points. Now it's like one and done.
Yeah.
And that is awesome because, I mean, it's ironic because Sean O'Connor, who ended up winning, if they had the one and done, he would have never won. He wouldn't be in the position he is. So, yes, for guys like him, it's awesome. It worked out for guys like them. But then what about the guys that had beat him and they end up losing because – so at the same time, now it's like you win or go home, and that is big. And in the championship series fights, like you said, these guys not in the tournament that people want to see, we can get these awesome matchups. And then you got the title or the champion who's waiting for whoever wins the tournament to come up and fight him, or until the tournament is done. If it's one of these other guys that's not in the tournament, another big fight. Yes, it's awesome. I think it's gonna take them in the right direction.
Did you consider going into the tournament when you were trying to figure out what was going on?
I tried. I just wanted to fight.
What happened?
Kogan. It was just conflict of interest with the contract and everything.
You make too much, I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much. Trying to not say that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. In order to make the tournament, if I was getting my contract with that, it would have been,
And you weren't down with that?
I mean, I was down, but the option to renegotiate just didn't come up. I'm sure they probably still thought I would want more.
Sure.
I'm sure I would have.
But it all kind of worked out, right?
Yeah, it worked out perfect. Like, I have no complaints at all right now. Like, I'm happy. My wife is happy. The kids is happy. We live in life. The bank account looks good. So let's keep rocking.
Fighting Dovlet again. You fought him in Bellator way back when. He's been on a nice run. He beat Impa in the finals. Do you feel like he's the same guy, or do you feel like he's much better?
No, he's definitely a different guy. He's better in aspects, and I think his mindset is better this time. When he came over, he was the ACA champ. And I remember we did all the media, and they kept saying he's a dark horse. And now he was always dangerous in. And I remember that camp, like it had that pucker in your booty hole feeling when I was training. Like, he has those big shots that can catch you. And I still, in the same way, I got that same thing in me now. Like, he's gotten better. He's a champion again. He's motivated. And we know he's lost, but I don't think he's ever been finished. And if he has been finished, he hasn't been finished the way I have. And I know for me, if I go to the gym, a new gym, and somebody get the best of me, it eats me up for a week. And so I can get back and get that payback. He's had eaten them up for 3 to 4 years. So I know the mindset I have coming back in after somebody, I feel like they got the best of me, even if they didn't. I can only imagine what's going on in his head. He's coming back a whole new dangerous fighter with new tools. He's going to try the things that work for him and stay away from the things that didn't. And I hope he comes with a solid game plan and makes it a really good fight.
So explain to me something. I saw you say Vadim re-signed, Vadim Nemkov, who you have a history with, and a lot of people, including myself, said, oh, maybe this will be the guy that they have Francis fight because they're looking for an opponent for Francis. You said he has to go through you first.
I mean, how does he get a Francis fight off a retired truck driver win when I just beat the champ in dominant fashion?
But different weight class.
No, that was heavyweight.
No, okay, well, I'm saying I just kind of view you as a light heavyweight.
Yeah, we can view me wherever you want to view me, long as Vadim across from me. He can get it at 205 or heavyweight. You can't go out there and, first of all, that fight with Tim Johnson, he was supposed to fight me. And then he doesn't meet it and say, I need more time to prepare. Then out of nowhere, the week of the fight, he announced he's going to come back and fight Tim Johnson, who's been retired for 2 years. Then wins that fight and calls out Nimka or Vadim, Nagano. Like, come on, man. Then I go in there and I just beat the PFL champ who's been active and was dominant. And now you say you can jump me? No, sir, old boy. If you want to come get this smoke first. I'm going to send you back to the back of the line, and I ain't got to hear about you no more.
Do you want the Francis fight?
I mean, I want whatever fight is going to get the biggest payday, man.
That's the biggest one.
That's exactly.
But
at the same time, if Vadim, they came right now and said, you got Vadim or Nemkov, or I can say Vadim or Nagano, I'm going to take Vadim.
Why?
Because that's that trilogy I got to get back.
Right.
Because I know in that second fight, like, I did this media tour and I was overlooking him. I was like, oh, he can't get that much better, this and that. And I didn't go into that camp the way I should have.
Wow.
It wasn't overtime. It was Corey Anderson in that camp.
Why'd you overlook him?
Because did you see the first fight?
Yeah.
It just seemed too easy.
You were overconfident.
I was very overconfident. I went in, like my wife said, remember, it's not the same fight. It's a new fight. And I was like, yeah, you right. But in my head, like, it's the same fight. And I worked hard, but I didn't work overtime hard. It was like, oh, he in the gym, he's working hard, but it wasn't that blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I'm willing to get something broke and train. I'm willing to kill myself in a training session to get this W. I mean, it was kind of like we worked hard, but to the point, like, all right, practice over, we out.
But Ngannou's the bigger fight.
Yeah, he's a bigger name, but at the same time, it's okay. I get the Ngannou fight, and I get the big check, and I beat him, and the people still going to say, oh, Corey is a bum, this and that. At this point, it's like, what is the fight that I want for me?
If you beat Ngannou, no one's calling you a bum.
Dude, I beat there. Every name out there I didn't beat it. Like, oh, you know what? And I be, oh, he's still a bum. It happens. I beat Glover Teixeira on a week notice. Drinking beer and eating burgers. I take a contract and I dominate him. Oh, it was a bum. It was a fluke. Now all of a sudden he went, oh, he's the greatest champion that we ever had. It's like no matter what happens, well, as long as my name is attached to it, it's gonna be a bump.
You don't get the respect you deserve.
I don't care about it no more. That's the point. I know I'm never gonna get it, so I'm at the point now. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Why don't you get it?
Couldn't tell you. I don't like. They like flashy. They want people out there with Rolexes and Lamborghinis, funny color hair, and making skits and stuff like that. You know. I'm a country boy. I'm true to my roots, blue collar, come from a small town of like 1,200 people, and I still live in my head. I'm still that same 300-pound fat kid from Roxton, Illinois, living a home life quiet with his family. And that's it. That's all I want to be. Right. I love my family. I love my Bible. The Jesus. I love reading my Bible, and people don't like that. They want somebody to be flashy, flamboyant, talking trash. I can't be that guy. Because one, in the back of my head, anytime I think something like that, I got my mom on my right shoulder telling me no, and my dad on the right shoulder saying, boy, the people you pass on the way up going to be the same people you pass on the way down. Remember that. And it keeps me humble every day.
Right. Was there a point, though, that you were annoyed by this, that you were bothered by it? Why don't I get the love, the respect, all that stuff?
100%. My last UFC fight. And that's why I went out there trying to strike with Jan Blachowicz. And we see what happens. And ever since then, I realized we're not going to worry about what the fans were thinking anymore. We're going to go out there and do what we do. Dominate. You dominate wrestling. That's what you're good at. Don't try to strike with nobody. It cost you the last time. Let's go out there and just do what we do.
So after that fight, you said, to hell with this.
The hell, just beat Corey Anderson. That's what the conversation I had with Scott Coker when I met him for lunch with DZ. He took me around and I said, look, Mr. Coker, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to have to try to appease to the fans. I literally just want to go out and just be me. I just want to win fights and keep going. I don't want to have the pressure of I have to get the crowd behind me. I got to sell tickets. He said, Mr. Anderson, you come in, you do your job, and we're going to do ours. You'll move forward. And that was it.
Did you like working with Scott?
Scott was great. Just like Kogan. I mean, they both great people. Like, I message Scott now. I feel like we still have a great conversation. I mean, they took a chance on me at the time coming off a loss, and I think it paid off for both of us.
Do you follow the UFC's light heavyweight division? Do you follow what's going on?
Of course.
Your old friend Johnny Walker getting a big win.
Mm-hmm.
Did that surprise you?
No, I mean, he's athletic. He can get away with anything. I've trained with him in Vegas. When I go out there and train with Sean Strickland at Extreme Couture, I mean, he's still getting better. He still has holes, but he's getting better. You can see in the first round, it didn't go the way I'm sure he wanted to, but then when he found his weapon, that calf kick, he went back to it, and it didn't have to take long to add up. It was really quick. Put the guy down, got the win. Happy for him.
Who do you think is the best light heavyweight in the world right now?
Other than me, Magomed Ankalaev.
You think so? Is that because he beat Alex, or do you think it's because he is legit the best?
I mean, I've trained with Maga before. Like after his first fight when he lost to Paul Craig, he came to Jersey to do his camp with us for jiu-jitsu. And I'm working with him there, and Mark like, yo, this guy's good. Like, yeah, like he's a problem. Like it was, like usually we do small glove MMA on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but we were like going after Mark like, no, you guys do know just big gloves. Y'all can kill each other because you guys are going at it. And like it's been times we've been to UFC PI when I've been down here helping him with camp, and I had a cameraman come and like the whole PI would like circle the cage, and I would get in trouble because I had a cameraman, and it was like because we were going at it, like we would put rounds on. And I said at the end, like other than me, I told my camera, other than me, he's the best in the world. He's gonna win the belt, and he did. And I plan on him having it for a while, as long as nobody there to challenge him.
You think he beats Alex in the rematch?
Yes.
But you think you're number one right now. You're not just saying. Obviously, everyone believes that they're the best. You beat any light heavyweight on the planet, you're better than all of them.
Yes.
Does it bother you that you can't prove that?
Not really.
I bring this up because there's all this Ali Act talk happening right now in the world of boxing about the best fighting the best and all this stuff. MMA will never get to that point. It seems like the ship has sailed, the train has left the station, and so someone who's the best guy in PFL will never get that opportunity. You don't really care.
You get to a point, like I said, you'll never please the fans. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, even if, like I said it when I was in the UFC, when I beat Glover Teixeira, I beat him when he was ranked 3rd, and they ranked me 8th. How does that work? How do I go down? I was ranked 7th or 9th, and I moved to 8th. Like, what? Like, how does that, like, I said it right then, like, no matter what, I don't think they ever going to put the respect on me, no matter who I beat. It's just, it is what it is. They just don't like me as a person for some reason. I don't know why. It is what it is. That's their opinion about me. And I'm happy. Like I said, I'm married. I got my wife and kids now. I realize that's all that matters. My wife is my business partner, my best friend, my soulmate, so the rest is to the birds.
Do you stand to benefit from the class action lawsuit that was settled?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you get your payments yet?
I don't think the payments were out yet.
Okay.
I don't pay attention. My wife do all that, pay attention to all that.
That's good stuff. I mean,
yeah, 100%. I mean, look, some people complaining we're not getting them enough. Some people are complaining they're getting too much. Look, nobody expects to get any money.
Right.
So if we just got, what is it, like 18,000 or whatever it is, times whatever. If we just got one payment of that, that's more money than we had sitting at home anyway.
Right.
So you can't complain. Just take whatever we getting. I mean, yes. We deserve more? Probably. I don't know what all goes into it. I know it was like 3 to 6 people that did all this fight for us to get whatever money we coming. So who am I to sit here and complain about anything? I didn't put any of that work in. So I'm thankful either way that we're getting a payment. Like,
sure.
If you're in a hard place and you don't have no money, you're not broke because you got money coming eventually. Whether it's going to be enough to help you buy a house or just get you on your feet, it's something. Now what you do with it from there is you.
What do you think of some fighters saying they didn't want the money?
Shame on y'all. To get your money. It's like it's your money. It ain't like I don't think you're gonna get punished for taking it. I mean, I think the UFC want to give it.
They had to. They agreed to it.
Yeah, like they agreed to it to get it off their case. Like, we don't want to keep dealing with it here. Just pay them out and get out of here.
Right.
So you're not taking the money, but at the same time, if you don't take it, thank you, because we just split what you don't get.
Right. Do you think there will be a point where everything, like where you guys are more in line with the boxers?
I don't think so.
No. Why not?
Just Dana White and UFC, they got the game on lock, I feel. Well, now, especially like he got Trump and stuff helping him out, I think all that stuff helps. It's like the world of business is not what you know, it's who you know. And Dana White knows a lot of the top guys, and he knows what he's doing. He's not a bad businessman. He's just doing business that benefits him. And I feel like, ideally, he would keep doing something that's going to benefit him and not everybody.
Well, right now, I think one thing that could help is if there's more competition. Right now, there's only 2 players in America, right? There's the UFC and PFL. Do you think it would be better if there were more, or do you think it's better if it's just 2? Because then, the best are sort of fighting the best. It's not as splintered.
I mean, anything, it's always best to have more.
Mhm.
It's always best to have more options for anything. Because, think about it. If it wasn't another option when I was in my situation, I would still probably either be in UFC or just be done. But the fact that it was another organization to give me an opportunity to kind of reset my life and do all my wrongs right and do better is better. So same thing for happening to anybody else. It could be other people that don't succeed in PFL or didn't succeed in Bellator. They can't go to UFC, but they can go somewhere else and have a better stardom. And then they can put on such a good show there and then possibly get picked up by the UFC, which more is always better. So, but right now it's like you said, it's only 2 players. It's kind of hard for you to make a name out there, but then you got the contender now, and like I said, we got guys and girls going on there that's making a name and making opportunities that wouldn't from a regional circuit. So it's things moving in the right direction.
How did you feel on how the whole John Jones situation played out with the UFC? Him saying that he was going to retire, now coming back, it dragging out. I know you were vocal about him in the past. What do you think?
That's John Jones' business. I mean, I don't think he's going to come back, but I think he's doing what he's got to do to keep his name in the media.
Right. You don't think he wants to come back?
I don't see why he would. For what? You got all that money. You've done it all already. You've already beat everybody. Why come back and take a chance of losing to this new young gun that they already saying can beat you, and then you go out there and lose, and now everybody was right. I feel like it's just best thing was just keep the media talking.
Yeah.
Keep posting my name. Like I said, it's him out there. The more people talk about him, the more you type his name in. He said he's working on his brand. I think it's YouTube or Twitch or whatever, Kick, whatever he's streaming on. Now he got Dirty Box. And the more y'all keep talking about his name, the more he pops up in Google, then he comes trending. That just grows his brand. And even if come back to fight or not, right now he's doing what he has to do to stay relevant.
What are you doing on YouTube?
I do hunting, baby. Outdoors with overtime. If you ain't yet, go on to YouTube and check me out. So that's life outside the cage. And that's literally my life out when I'm not in the cage or in the gym with my family or in the woods with a bow in hand.
Do you want to have a show? Do you want to be on TV and do this, or you like doing it on YouTube?
I like the YouTube. It's no overhead, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but right now, TV for hunting is dwindling down because all the influencers and stuff from YouTube. There's a lot of people that do YouTube just for the free year. You get a lot of free stuff. I have partners and contracts that I promote. A lot of these guys on YouTube, they do it for the free year. And what that does is the guys is getting paid to do it on TV. It costs $75,000 to get a show on TV. But if the partner can pay, kind of like the Contender series, not the way like Contender, they can get these new guys for less money so they don't have to pay the big name guys to fill that card. It's the same thing with the YouTube. If I can get somebody that can represent my brand and I can just give them a discount code and they get 10% of whatever they sell compared to giving this guy $50,000 a year just to promote it, I'm just going, okay, we're going to go a different way. We're going in-house is what they say. We're going a different route this year. And they're going to give somebody else free gear with a discount code so they don't have to pay the people to advertise on TV. Yes, some companies want to still be on TV because they get more views and it helps their brand grow. But at the same time, in the outdoor industry, what's happening now is a lot of these companies are getting bought out by one mega company. So when you go to get one brand, it's owned by 20 of the different brands. So it's kind of like all in-house. And those are the guys that don't have to pay out anymore because they own a lot of the businesses.
So when you're done fighting, do you think this will be your main thing? Do you think you'll be doing hunting full time?
I was hunting and coaching college wrestling, and we can open a gym. I'd never sit still. That's the thing. That's overtime. Another thing, I have to have a lot of things going or I go crazy. So the 2 things I'm doing right now is coaching college wrestling and then outdoors overtime, the YouTube. Now, once I'm done fighting, we're going to open the gym. Now, while we were sitting out for that year, we started looking at buildings, finding spaces, trying to figure out, do we want to do this now? But the thing was, we didn't want to open a gym and then get called in the fight camp, and it's hard to focus on that. I'm gonna focus on one thing at a time in each field. So the moment we're done fighting, 100% overtime, fitness, outdoor, whatever the OT, beating 25-8, some gym going to be opening up in Indiana, and that's going to be the heart and soul of the Anderson family. But the rest of it is all kind of like side quests, passions that I love. Wrestling coach, I volunteer. I don't get paid for that. I just love giving back to the community. The coach that made me who the man I am, he's the head coach there, so I help those guys out. And that's Stephen Bradley. Shout out to him. And then the hunting is something I can do for the rest of my life. From a wheelchair with a crossbow or rifle, whatever, I can hunt the rest of my life. And it's fun. It's a passion. It's how when things go bad, When things are going wrong, I go out and shoot my bow and nothing else matters.
Which school are you coaching at?
Marion University. It's the NAIA school in Indianapolis.
Okay, and you're an assistant coach right now?
Yes, sir.
Eventually, do you want to be a head coach?
No, I don't want to be. So, I mean, I'm sure I could get a head coaching position without having my master's degree, but to be a head coach, I usually want a master's, but I love coaching. I'm going to have my own gym, so it's going to be hard to be the head coach. I don't want to do like the DC, be the coach of a high school at Gilroy and running the gym. Like, I've actually seen DC on the road at the tournament in Reno. And I've talked to him like, yo, man, how you doing this and still commentate? He left there and flew out from there to go do one of the big pay-per-views. I can't remember which one it was. I remember Dustin Jacoby fought Alonzo Manifield on that card because I was talking to Dustin that week. And it's like, how do you do that? You hear coaching, you're going to go there, and then you got the gym stuff too. I just like volunteering. You know, I love it. It'd be cool to get paid for it, but at the same time, the best payment for me is when those kids go on the mat. And I got one kid, we worked all year long. He like wasn't that good, was a backup, came a starter, beat ranked guys, and he would do something, he'd hit me up like, Coach, that move we worked on, it worked. That's the best payment for me. That right there, that's better than any payment because what I did and the time I spent with this athlete to get better, it paid off. And that I can do that all day long for free.
Are you surprised Frankie's coming back?
Yes and no. It's weird. We went to Eddie Alvarez's fight in Philly, the Knuckle Mania, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we met up with Frankie. Me and my wife met up with Frankie in the crowd. And he was talking about, he was excited. You can tell me he's talking. And Frankie get this, when he's in something, he get excited. He talking fast. And my wife tapped me and we went back to the sheet. She's like, I don't like the look he had on his face. Like, what you mean? Like, his wheels is turning. He's coming back. Like, I don't think Frankie gonna come back. Like, do you hear the way he was talking? Like, he likes this a lot. He think it'll be fun. And Frankie loves fighting. And he still spars. He's gonna come back. And sure enough, when it came, like I was like, that Frankie ain't no way, because he's cornering me that day before. Ain't no way he's fighting. And next day he called me like, bro, I'm taking that fight. I ain't gonna be in your corner. Like, oh, okay. I mean, I support you. I ain't excited about it, but I support him.
Why aren't you excited about it?
Just because Frankie's like somebody I truly love and look up to. And you know, the last few fights, seeing the way they went and just seeing him hurt, you know, I don't want to see it again. Like, I believe 100% he can win. I've seen him and Jimmy Rivera spar before, and I've seen Frankie go with the best in the box and everything else. But in the fight game, everybody has a puncher's chance. And like I said, I told the same thing to Frankie. Like, I love you, bro. I'm going to support you. I just don't want to see you get hurt for a check. That's it.
Are you nervous?
I mean, I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
100%. I'm nervous with my guys.
Bare knuckles is, like, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Different beast. Like, when that's what put it in the picture for me when I saw Eddie get hit by Jeremy Stevens. And like, just I've seen Eddie spar. I've watched Eddie fight for years, and that was like that hurt different. And then to find out his jaw was broken, like, yeah, that sucks. But at the same time, if a man want to do something, who am I to tell him no? Like, I support 100%. You my dog. I'm probably your biggest fan. I support you. So I'm in your corner. Do I like it? I don't have to like it, but I support you and I love you. I see him every Sunday. I go to his house to recover and everything. And yeah, we talked about this time. He's like, yo, I feel good. I feel great. Like, I'm glad you feel good. Hope you go out there and get it done. So,
do you think you'll ever do something like that? Are you interested?
My wife wouldn't let me.
She wouldn't let you?
They asked me, was that Knuckle Man? Like, how much would it cost to get you? And my wife like, nothing. He'll never. Nope, I'm not letting him do it. Forget it. Well, there you go. The boss has spoken.
When you saw it, though, were you like,
I mean, I'll say that a while. So the guy who used to be my cameraman for my show, Outdoors at Overtime, he's the main cameraman now for Bare Knuckle, Nick Vespi. He'd make that for dope photo of Mike Perry spitting the blood out in the cage. And he even told me before, like, bro, I mentioned your name once, like, I'll do photos for you. And they're like, bro, we would love to put him on. Like, would you think he would do it? And like, I thought about it, like, man, it would be cool to go out there and do it. The way I move, and people don't think I can box, but I'm going to the boxing gym tonight to spar. I do a lot of my training, box sparring. I feel like I would do pretty well in there with the movement and head movement, not getting hit and hitting and getting out of there. But like I said, I'm talking with the wife. She's like, no, I'm already going to be pushing you around in a wheelchair. I'm not going to be feeding you from a spoon either. So I was like, all right.
Is she going to be the one to decide when you're done?
So we got like an agreement already. We already got that pretty much the things that need to happen. And she's on it as well. Like, we talked about it the other night in bed. Like, I was telling her how I still love this. And I don't, like, our plan was to be done when the contract was, or whenever that is. Like, and that can't be too far from now. But at the same time, I'm still loving this. What now? She just said, look, babe, just like always, we're going to always be all right. We're going to take it one day at a time. We'll see what happens after this fight, what opportunities come, and then we go from there. When the contract ends, we go what happens from there. If we get another contract that's better, and the opportunity come, we'll go from there. But the one thing we know is if we get knocked out again, it's over. What's the one right there? The one more knock, it's a wrap.
That's the deal.
That's the fine print, the big print, the main thing. One more knockout is a wrap.
What if you're winning, 98% of the fight and then you get caught?
I mean, that's usually how it happens, but it's not so much like, oh, you ain't got it. It's just health.
Yeah.
We've had quite a few knockouts in this game.
What if she says, I want you to stop, and you really don't want to? In your heart, what happens? Who wins?
I mean, gotta take care of my family is what's most important for me. So, you know what I mean? At the same time, we sit and talk. We talk everything over. It's nothing. This isn't a one show thing. We are a team. Like, we make every decision together. And if she would say that, it would be for a certain reason.
Okay.
And I would have to sit there and listen, and we do the pros and cons and go over it, and we make our decision together at the end.
Some of these guys who have stayed around a little bit too long, are you one to look at that and say, I don't want that to be me?
Oh, 100%. I've always said it when I started, I'm going to retire from the game. The game isn't going to retire me.
Right.
A lot of these guys, they fight so long till they can't fight no more. And it's like, you ain't no choice but to retire now because you can't get a fight. Nobody wants that risk to put you on health insurance or whatever for the fight. I want to walk away kind of like an Andre Ward did. I was talking about that. I want to leave like Andre Ward did. Winning, obviously, I'm not undefeated, but I want to be able to walk away with life full ahead of me, with my kids and all that stuff, and I ain't got to worry about like, oh, but what if? And then I walked away on my own P's and Q's on my own piece, and I'm happy with that.
By the way, we were talking about there not being maybe a ton of other MMA leagues, other opportunities for guys other than UFC and PFL, but it is a fascinating time because there's like real American freestyle wrestling, and there's jiu-jitsu leagues popping up, and there's bare knuckle and dirty boxing. So there's like ancillary.
Oh, the feeders.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Did you watch this real American freestyle?
I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, Ben Askren. So, Ben reached out after I got a coma. We started talking. I messaged him like, bro, I was messaging him while he was sick and in the coma, while he was irresponsible and doing interviews. Then he messaged me after thanking me. Then we just started talking. We would talk we've talked probably once a week since he's been out of his coma.
Wow.
And one of them like, hey, brother, would you want to go to the RF1 or would you be interested in wrestling there? Like, 100% I'd be interested in wrestling. I definitely want to go. So they flew me out there and everything. So that was awesome to see, like, wrestling in the mainstream lights with the bright lights because, like, I wrestled NCAA finals. And when you come out, it was just like that setup. You're up on the stage with the bright lights and everybody watching you. And it was awesome. Just put back them old memories in my head to like, yo, this would be dope to compete in sometime.
So is that going to happen?
Oh, I was 100% definitely. If I don't have a fight, no fight can. Hey, call me Izzy, Ben, all y'all. If you ever need a 205 match, a heavyweight match, something, let me know. If I
have a
ain't in camp,
show
I'm down.
November 8th in Penn
State.
State.
In Penn State.
Yeah. Can you do that under your PFL deal?
I don't know. Something I never looked into.
Because like Bo Nickel was on there and he's in the UFC.
Yeah.
I know all.
I'm sure you can get a contract right out. Cause like even Sergio Pettis, when he was under contract, he went and boxed twice.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure you just reach out and talk to
Did you like what they did? Like, did you like the show, the production?
100%. It was awesome.
I think it has legs.
That's what I talked to Bubba Jenkins, who's the commentator after the part. I said, yo, y'all, I was nervous, like you guys overpromised and underdelivered, but you guys did exactly like you promised and delivered great. And the little edge that I think people really like was the ring card girls like walking out. Like I heard the crowd pop that first time the girl came out in the swimsuit. They loved like that's just still the extra deal like that's gonna help Fox when they see it or whatever I think it's Fox.
Fox Nation.
When they see it, they're like, oh, that's pretty awesome. Like they doing a good job.
The Holly Holm surprise was great.
I went to the bathroom like I thought it was gonna be Kennedy Blaze. Like, oh, she gonna kill this girl. I'm about to rush to the bathroom quick. When I come back, she probably be done. I come out and I'm looking like, dang, Blaze.
Yeah.
I look at the screen like, oh. Is that? And I got like, that's Holly. And I ran up to the stage like, yo, that is dope. Like, first time ever wrestling. And she put a single and went out there and almost won.
Yeah,
that was
awesome. How is Ben doing?
Ben's doing good. I mean, I've talked to him. I mean, last time I talked to him about his health, he said he's got a long way to go, but he's doing well. He's feeling good. And I seen the video of him running the other day.
Yeah.
So it's like my wife stays more in contact with his wife and other stuff in his group chat going on about him. I hear he's doing very well. I try not to. When I talk to him, I try not to mention the health to him.
Yeah.
I don't want him to think, oh, I'm just worried about you. I want to just like, you still know, you still been to me.
Right.
Like, so.
That was, I mean, when that first came out, it wasn't sounding too good.
No.
And he's very close to you. You're very close to him. You feel very strongly about him. That must have been terrifying.
Yeah, everything I got was for Ben. I think I found out from my wife, who was traveling from Vegas with the family. Was coming back from Vegas with the family. I was out there training. Or going one of the two, was going out to train, and I remember we had the layover, and she's like, did you hear about Ben just announced on the UFC fight? Like, what? It's like, he's in the hospital. He's like, come. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And I looked it up, like, oh my goodness. Then the next day, we started asking questions, people like, oh, he might not make this and that. And you really start thinking, like, yo. And like everything from my senior year in wrestling to that day, kind of like this flash, and it's all at the middle of it. It was Ben. Ben coached me in college wrestling. Ben took me to Rufus Sport. If it wasn't me going to Rufus Sport, I would have never met my wife. I never met my wife. I wouldn't have these kids. He told me when I said I don't want to fight, I want to wrestle. Like, bro, I know you want to wrestle, but you could be a really good fighter. I see it. I can see it in just the way you move and the way you do things. You could be a really good fighter, man. You could be like in UFC in 3 fights. Ultimate Fighter, 3 fights. Like everything he said, and if I have any questions, whenever somebody calling me out or I got any issues with the media or with promotions, I would call Ben, like, what would you do? How do I handle the situation? It was like, and that quick, like, just sitting in the layover and everything flashed. Like, I'm not one for crying, but I got kind of emotional. So I made a post about it, kind of like Jay-Z says, I can't see him coming down my eye, so I got to make this song cry. Just to let you know, like, if you can read this being like, you mean a lot to me, bro. And I just hope you can make it so I can come to you and tell you in person.
Did you tell him?
I told him in text, but after the fight, what is it, October 24th and 5th, they got homecoming at my old college, which where he coached me at. He's like 30 minutes from there. So I'm going to go back to that and try to drive up and try to see him.
Okay. It's amazing to see like him jogging recently.
Yeah. I told my wife, I had a group chat going or a prayer every night at 9 p.m. And the person came in and said, well, today he made movement. His hands moved, and he woke up and said somebody he wanted coffee, and he went back in the car. And I told my wife then he'll be back. He's going to be out in no time. So what do you mean? This has got a long way. He got a long way to go. And I said, like, but they never worked with somebody like Ben, a world champion, Olympian. He's got a mindset. Like, once he comes to, if they say he can't, he's going to show you he can. And sure, like, he's going to be in the hospital for months. He needed a lung transplant, or he ain't going to make it. I said, he's going to have his lung in a week. He's going to have the money in a week. Don't worry. I'm like, what do you mean? It's a lot of money. He's going to have his money in a week. He's touched too many people in the world not to put money for it. Like, it's going to happen. Sure enough. 2 days later, he got his lung transplant. Oh, now he's got a long road to recover. Like, he'll be out in about a week. 2 weeks max, he's going to be gone. Trust me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, just watch. Like, it's a video of him in Amy's car going home. Like, it's just Ben. Like, I just believe from what he done taught me coaching and fighting, I know how his mindset works. And I just believe that's the same mindset he's going through while he's fighting these battles. Like, they keep trying to say it's going to take me 10 months. I'm going to get out in 1. And it's like, it's just,
a gamer.
Yeah, exactly.
I see you repping the brand, the PFL brand. Do you follow PFL? Do you stay up to speed? Do you watch the other fights?
I watch all the fights. Anytime it's fights on, I try to watch fights.
Okay. This is good. I'm happy you said this because I don't know if you know this. There's new Panini PFL cards that are out.
Ripped the pack.
You just ripped the pack?
Yeah.
I wanted to test your PFL knowledge. I wanted to open a pack and see if you could predict who I have.
See now, I follow the fight, but the names, I ain't gonna say I know all the names.
Let's just try.
The cards I ripped, it was like,
You think it's gonna be tough?
I don't know. Depends, because some cards in there, some of the fighters I don't know. I don't watch the whole card.
You just told me you watch everything.
I watch every fight organization. I don't watch every card.
All right, let's try.
Like, fight start like 3 o'clock. I'm in the gym still.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes. Okay, let's try. Let's try one pack.
All right, here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna open it. 8 cards per pack. Panini Contenders 2025. Shout out to Panini.
Joey Work, I'm gonna need you with me on this one. Yeah. My guy, he's a card ripper. He does.
Where is he?
He's in Jersey.
Oh, he's not gonna help you out right now. That's for sure. Okay, let's see.
If you can open it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. I hope I don't stump myself here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this guy, former Bellator fighter, fights out of Hawaii. You just stopped me when you got it. Fights out of Hawaii. He's a third.
85-pounder.
Yep.
Was it Robert? No. He won the PFL tournament twice.
Yeah. He's got long hair.
Yeah, he had long. He shaved it.
Yeah. That's right.
That's his name though. For his not name, I hit me. I know who he is. He's Oh my goodness. Somewhere R. I believe.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sorry, I don't remember the name. I know who it is. I just don't
Ray
remember the name.
Cooper.
Ray Cooper. There.
Ray Cooper the third.
I want to say Rob, but I was like, it ain't Rob. Ray.
This is the guy you were thinking of?
Yes. He's the only one who won it twice from Hawaii.
That's
Shaved
right.
his head.
That's right. Okay. Oh, this is too easy. If you don't get so first of all, we're 0 for 1, just for the record.
That's 1 for 1.
This dude is in the studio right now. His bobblehead is here. His dad is a former UFC fighter, among many other things. Also his coach. His dad, former Bellator champion.
In here.
Had a great rivalry with a certain Pitbull brother.
AJ McKee, it is.
There it
I was
is.
going to say
All right.
AJ, but I was like, I thought you said it was UFC. I was like,
No,
okay.
his dad fought in the UFC.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like,
His
AJ wasn't in the UFC.
Antonio.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, he's right over there. There he is, next to Kimbo.
Okay, I'm looking like, not UFC.
Oh, this is good right here. This dude just scored a head kick knockout 3 years to the day.
Oh, Fabian Edwards.
Wow, look at you. All right. Now we're rolling.
That's a special card.
This is nice. This looks like a groovy card right here. I like these cards. Ooh, look at this. This is a signature. I got a signature here. Did you get a signature when you opened?
No.
Former former Bellator flyweight title contender. It's going to be tough. Women's flyweight.
Oh,
Women's flyweight.
That wouldn't be the Hawaiian chick.
You know what? My bad. Former Bellator flyweight world champion. One of the toughest grapplers in MMA, possesses a black belt in judo. Now in the PFL, fighting out of Brazil.
Not Vasquez. Is that Velasquez?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juliana.
Yeah, Juliana. There we go. Okay.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Signature.
See? Yeah, so she just came back with a shaved head. That's right, in the tournament.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. You just mentioned this girl. Former Bellator women's flyweight champion from Hawaii.
I don't remember her name, though. I remember it was like the Eliminator, her nickname or something like that.
Alima Leigh McFarland.
There you go.
Look, you know what? You're doing, other than the first. Oh, this is a good one. I don't even know if this guy ever fought for PFL. Is this PFL and Bellator?
It's PFL and Bellator, yeah. Because the one I had only some Bellator fights.
Legit, one of my favorite people in the history of the fight game. Royalty. A very good friend of one, Daniel Cormier, has now become a coach at American Top Team. Former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion. Turned Bellator.
The Punk? No.
You know this dude.
That's the thing.
Oklahoma State.
Not DC. What you say? You fought Oklahoma State.
ATT coach. Fought for Strikeforce. Fought for Bellator. Had a very heated feud with Rampage Jackson.
No, that's not Rashad.
Royalty.
I'm stumped on this one. That's
Yeah,
weird.
you're gonna feel bad about this.
I know,
one.
but I'm trying to think.
Royalty.
Can I phone a friend? No. I don't know this one. You got me.
King Mo.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot he wasn't Bellator. You're right. My bad. I forgot. I'm thinking who fought? I forgot.
This one I thought you were gonna get for sure. It's an
I forgot
OG.
he fought in King or in Bellator. You're right. I'm thinking Risen. I keep forgetting he fought in Bellator.
And Strikeforce.
Yeah. Dang.
Okay, this one, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. A native of Dagestan.
You don't even know it.
He finished 2024 as a champion, his undefeated record. Yo.
There you go.
Respect. Not bad.
Is that friends of the champion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a fight. Gadzi Rabadanov against Elvin Espinoza. You know this fight? What can you tell me about this fight?
I don't. I can't. Was that the one in Chicago? I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Chicago?
But hey, you know what? I enjoyed that. You did not bad.
6 out of 8?
The King Mo one was a bit of a...
I can't believe I forgot he was in Bellator. I'm sorry, Mo. I'm sorry.
He's become a good coach.
Yeah.
At ATT.
He's doing really good.
Well, that was fun, and it's fun to have you in studio. Good luck to you. It goes down October 3rd. It's on ESPN. It's in Dubai. Have you been to Dubai?
Is it in ESPN? They hadn't announced where it was at yet, I thought.
Oh, I just figured it was. What do you know?
I don't know.
You got some breaking news?
I asked. No, that's it.
Is it somewhere else?
I know it's in Dubai, but
Yeah.
they said they're supposed to announce.
Well,
where it's coming soon.
the South Africa one was on. You know what?
ESPN?
I guess I assumed. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Well, we'll
he
see.
ain't, the nose knows.
Yeah. Well, apparently
he
not.
put something out there we don't know, y'all.
Apparently not. It's October 3rd. It's a Friday, and Usman versus Paul Hughes in the main event. Who do you like in that one?
I'm going with Usman. I mean, Paul Hughes definitely. I mean, that kid's tough. But I've trained with Usman, those guys, when they come to Jersey. The last time they fought for the Prudential Center, or Islam was in the Prudential Center, he did his camp at Nicotone. So I got to work with those guys. I flew back and trained with those guys for a couple weeks. And just
see him yoked as a 170-pounder with this dude.
Yeah.
His arms are gigantic.
Looks
Islam.
good.
Yeah.
He was big when he was here. And it's just a good group of guys. It's the way they train. I like the way they train.
Good luck to you. Thank you for
Eric.
coming in. Thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing him soon. Corey Anderson will take a break. Paul Craig will join us after the break. Don't go anywhere.
I couldn't help myself but
flip over to that Browns-Bengals game, every once in a while, especially because, the Bengals defense, it seemed like they were getting shredded. Every time I looked up, like Harold Fanning was doing something nice. Like they were really trying to get him the football. And I think that probably a 2 tight end set offense is a good place for this offense to live, just given where their personnel is right now. I was pretty excited because usually you see some of these guys and it takes them a while to get going, but game 1, they had a plan for him.
I'm going to try and be kind. I can't be kind. You gave up 18 at home, and that was good enough to beat you? It's early in the season. You haven't even been decimated by injuries or anything like that. 11 penalties for 103 yards is inexcusable. You got a dude spitting on the opponent in critical time in the second half. Just zero killer instinct for someone who believed in Florida this year. It's beyond disappointing.
Getting that W, getting the hand raised, getting those feelings back. Did it feel like you were all the way back?
It felt amazing. It felt wonderful to get those hands raised again. I've been through a lot of these last 4.5 years, man, and it's been crazy. I had to see a sports psychologist to get myself back together. I'm back together. If you're not mentally there when it's time for that bell, when that bell rings, and say, Dean, if you're not there mentally, it's over with.
The NFC West is probably one of the harder divisions to figure out. Geno Smith leaving the Seahawks. You have, obviously, the 49ers with their issues. Stafford, the back issue with the Rams. I mean, what should my expectations be?
A golden rule of the NFL is, do not trust the 30-year-olds with lingering injuries, right?
Yeah.
It's just this is a brutal sport. They can't keep doing it. But Stafford's one of the guys who just walks out there with, his left arm hanging down and just, makes 4th down plays.
I'm sort of in awe of you sitting right in front of me here.
Why is that?
Because I watch you so much on YouTube these days. You're my thing.
Stop.
You're my thing.
That's good.
It's unbelievable, man. And I don't know if you know this, but this is actually the second time we've met.
Oh, gosh, you're going to Tony Khan me.
No.
I evidently met Tony Khan back in 2004 with Randy Orton. I did not remember that.
Okay.
So tell me, when did we meet?
And first of all, that might be the first and only time that someone says that I'm Tony Khanning them. Because, yeah, we have a bit of a history. 2002.
Okay.
I'm in college at Syracuse University. In fact, I had a wrestling MMA radio show called The Main Event. I wanted to be doing this, what I'm doing right here. I'm Canadian. WrestleMania 18 is in Toronto.
Yes.
My friends and I buy tickets in the rafters, literally 4th to last row of the Sky Dome. Wow. You're on that card.
I was.
You're new to the roster.
I was.
You had just won Tough Enough a few months prior. They don't care about the guys, the autographs, the pictures. I want to go to the fan access.
Right.
And there I am with Maven Huffman, right over there. There we are.
Get out.
Taking a picture together at the fan access, 2002 in Toronto. You were doing a little thing, a little sort of seminar thing in the ring.
Yeah.
There were some guys who did meet and greets. Mm-hmm. You were just kind of out and about. There I am. There you are. I was stoked.
I still remember that they gave us the jerseys.
Yes,
when I interviewed Spike Dudley on our channel, he wore that exact same jersey. It said WM18.
Yes.
On
with
it.
the X8.
X8. With the X8.
Yes.
Yeah. That is so cool. Oh gosh, looking at younger me.
Yes.
You still look good.
No, you look fantastic.
I look like a child. I look like such a
So there we are. What about these suits, by the way? Who's making these suits for you? You always look fantastic.
And there's a little bit of a story behind it. When I did Chris Van Vliet's
show
for the first time, yeah, absolutely. Another Canadian. I don't want to say, because I don't want to demean our first interview, but it was in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It was after about a 3-hour signing, and it was in a building that was, no lie, about 90 degrees. I looked like a garbage collector, and no pun intended to garbage collectors. Thank you for what you do. But I wasn't dressed to respect Chris, but respect myself. And I've always said, I said after that very first interview, because anytime I see anything that comes up from that, I kind of cringe a little bit. I want and demand more of myself. The suits come from when I thought wrestling was in my rear view. I started working a few blocks down the street on Wall Street, and working on Wall Street.
All right, that was the conversation with Maven from yesterday, which was great. I enjoyed it. Hope you did as well. Corey Anderson was great. Shout out to Panini. I enjoyed opening those cards. Haven't done that in a while. That's more GC and Rick's thing. Perhaps we can do more of that later.
Who the fuck is we?
Okay, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. All right, I'm sorry. I thought it would be fun. Let's go to our final guest of the day. We saw him in action on Saturday. He called it a career after a great 10-year run in the UFC. In total, 17, 10-1. You know him as the Bear Jew, the pride of Scotland, the one and only Paul Craig. Kind enough to join us on this Tuesday evening in Scotland. There he is. Hello, Paul. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and really appreciate you coming on. I'm sure the last couple of days haven't been the easiest, and we saw the emotion afterwards. And so could I ask off the top, 3 or so days later, 72 hours later, how are you dealing with everything that transpired on Saturday?
Still really emotional. Lots of people are showing me love on social media, and the videos that people are making and the song choices are just, they're sticking in my throat. But I do believe it was the right decision to walk away from the sport when I'm still relatively sharp in my mind.
And so was this something you were thinking of going into the fight, or did it hit you in the moment after the result?
No, I've been toying with this for a good few months. I changed teams 3 years ago, and one of the things I wanted to do was rack up a couple of victories. It never really worked out for me. Now, I was getting better. My striking was getting better. My jiu-jitsu was getting better. But age was catching up with me. And I sort of toyed with the idea after I lost to Caio Baralho in Brazil. And then they offered me New York, Madison Square Garden against Bo Nickel. And I went like, right, I'm able to do this middleweight cut one more time. Let's go for it. Didn't end the way I wanted it to end. And then I was going to retire then. That's when I'd sort of made up my mind, right, this sport probably isn't for me. It's probably I've seen better days in it. And then they offered me sort of redemption at 205, and I decided to go back up. And then there was this whole nonsense with a rash the night of the fight. And then the fight was then moved 4 weeks later, and then the fight ended in a no contest. And I didn't want that to be my last fight. If I was going to go out and I was going to get beat, and I wanted to get beat, and that's how I wanted to leave the sport. So then it was one more chance, and then it was Paris. And one of the things that happen in this sport is you've got to make way for the young guys. And then Modestus, he's a young up-and-coming guy. He's on a great streak. He's one of the top UK prospects. So it just seemed like a great opportunity for me. If I beat him, then I beat a young up-and-coming guy. And if I lost to him, then it was sort of passing the baton. I'd toyed with it for a long time, so I'm kind of glad that it's out there. I hadn't told any of my close friends or family or even my teammates that I was going to do it. I just had to sort of deal with it myself. I didn't want anybody to try and talk me out of it, because when you know it's time to go. And I'd done a few interviews where I made a few comments about it, where I sort of trickled it in, and I had to kind of not almost retract the statement, but make out as if I was retiring.
And if you would have won, to be clear, would you have stuck around, or do you think you would have walked away regardless of the result?
If the victory was there, I would have walked away. I'd made a deal. I made a deal with myself: win, lose or draw. I was walking away. That video, like, so emotional to watch. Like,
yeah,
I'm unable to speak because I love this sport. But it's been so good to me. I know a lot of people leave this sport with a sour taste. I'm definitely not leaving a sour taste in my mouth. The reception I got in Paris was incredible. So I'm leaving happy. Everybody around about me is upset because I have walked away from the sport, but I do believe it's my turn to walk away. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in the end of November. You know, I've got a full life in front of me.
Is there any part of you that wishes you did it at Madison Square Garden, that you didn't stick around for these last two fights?
Yes, because then you're just prolonging it, and then the last thing you want to happen is the whole Tony Ferguson thing where people are looking at his previous fights. And that's why I wanted to leave. That's why, like, when I look at some of these moments in my career, I'm happy that I've done it. Like this for me, I've been there, I've done it. 21 fights in the UFC, 25 fight camps, fought some of the best guys in the world. And for me, when I first started this sport and we spoke a way back, and I'm sure it was Vegas the first time we spoke. I know we'd spoke after my first victory, but in person, and I'd say to you, like, I'm not in this sport for anything other than memories. I've got nothing but memories over the last 10 years, and they are pretty positive. Like, some of the cool stuff that I've done, being part of the video game, having the Panini cards, that's all I wanted for this sport. So I'm more than happy to walk away, knowing that I never got the title. The highest I got was number 7 as a light heavyweight. But not everybody in this sport will be a champion.
Right, and that's pretty damn great. I mean, that's 1% of the world that could even fathom, less than 1% of society that could fathom of doing what you guys do, and to become number 7 is an incredible feat. What would you say was sort of like the apex of the career? What was your happiest moment?
Happiest moment has to be the last second submission, because at that point I was ready to leave the sport, because I always made a deal with myself. I wouldn't take anything less than the best. And when I say the best, I mean, I've always held the UFC as the pinnacle of this sport. So even at the time where Bellator was still there and there was another few promotions, UFC was always my goal. And the UFC decided to cut me after that fight against Ankalaev. Then I was going to walk away.
Wow. So, that was 7 years ago.
It was. So I've prolonged this career for 7 years, and I'm happy with it. Going through that last second submission after taking a bleaching from the current champ, and then having the opportunity to stand in Rio and stand in Sao Paulo against Shogun Hua, to break Jamal Hill's arm, to get the victory after COVID against Krylov. Like, I've had so many good memories. Like, I genuinely cannot pick one moment where I've been so happy. And even the losses are still part of the career, and still enjoy them. Still, that feeling that you get for win, lose or draw is still an amazing feeling that no one will ever experience apart from a fighter.
I don't know, maybe this is a crazy thought, but does it make it a little easier to digest, the fact that you're walking away and the champion is the guy that you pulled off this incredible submission? Does that give you any sort of solace in the end, or is that a crazy thought?
You know, I always really had that sort of queue jump mentality where, like, oh, just one more victory. A victory in the light heavyweight division can easily put you in the top 10. When I moved, as I said, I think I was number 7 at my highest point, number 9 as I left to go to middleweight. And I always thought one victory in the light heavyweight division would get me in that mix. That victory never came. But I can't take anything away for the career that Ankalaev's had. Like, right, I was his first fight in the UFC, and yes, I've got the victory over him. But when you look at what he's done to people and what he couldn't put me away, he couldn't finish me. He did put an absolute beating on me, but it's 15 minutes, and if you can get the job done in 15 minutes, then you get the victory, and that's how I managed to get that last-minute submission. So I'm not taking away anything for Ankalaev's career, because I think he'll be champ for a long time.
Do you leave with any regrets?
I do. One of my major regrets is not leaving my gym in the time when I did. I was in a small gym in Scotland. We didn't have any high prospects coming out of the gym who were going to make it to the UFC, and that's not insulting anybody from the gym. I just had to be with killers, and I was the biggest guy in the gym. So for a long time, I was able to bully people, and then when I started getting into these harder fights, I wasn't able to use my skill as best as I could. So the only regret I have is not leaving when I did.
As far as the fight on Saturday, obviously, you know, the ending was hard to watch. It was a pretty brutal shot. I even saw a photo of your ear. It looked like it was cut.
Yep.
Okay, yes. How is it doing?
Yeah, it's only a bit of damage. Nothing the stitches won't sort out, but my modelling career's kind of over now because it kind of sticks out. It almost sticks out like this size.
I didn't know, by the way, for the record, I did not notice until you just pointed it out. So
yes, so now it is. So just as I'm getting older, I'm taking a lot more damage. The Saturday morning, we were doing the shakeout, and we ended up with like a fracture in our wrist.
Oh my gosh!
And it's just, I've never left the fight with any sort of cauliflower ears. I've never broke a bone. And then within one day, I ended up with a crack in my wrist. My ears now got cauliflower. So it was all just kind of, yep, it's time to walk away. It made it so much easier.
So you fractured your wrist before the fight?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
So after we've done a weight cut on the Friday, your body ends up retaining a lot of like junk inside it, like byproducts from the weight cut, like toxins. So we like to, in the morning, we end up doing like a little shakeout, get the blood flowing, get all the crap out your blood. And it was the fourth last punch. The combination was step through cross, overhook right, overhook left, overhook right, and it went. And I tried to sleep after it, and it was just excruciating. And then thanks to Bob, the corner, the cut man, and then who was wrapping the hands, he wrapped it up and made sure it was tight enough. So even if I was going to fling a shot, it wasn't going to abandon me.
Damn.
But the fight never happened the way I wanted it to happen, because in my head I had this glory of going out there and winning. And even though I was looking to walk away from the sport, I still wanted to win. Everybody that steps in the octagon wants to win, and just wasn't my night. Modestus was a better practitioner. Made a silly mistake to try and jump a flying triangle. In my head, what better way to go out of the sport than a flying triangle?
Yeah.
And that resulted in me just getting caned with elbows.
By the way, did you consider not fighting after the injury?
No, that was never going to happen, because then it would have mean I would have to have done a brand new fight camp.
Geez. Yeah.
Then it would be another, and it's just this prolonged. There's always something going to stop you from doing it. You know what? It's probably not the right time. I could just one more. And the next thing you know, you're 40 and a broken man with a mind that isn't as sharp and a face that looks like a potato.
I asked you about regrets earlier. I'm just curious about the move to middleweight. I know you've talked about how you developed an eating disorder and it just wasn't very healthy for you. Do you wish you never did that in retrospect?
You know what? Yes, I do. I've never actually said that. I've never thought about it, but until you point it out there were so many negatives that went along with it. At the time, I believed it was a great opportunity for me. Hindsight, I look at it and I think it was a terrible idea. You only lost to Johnny Walker and Ozdemir, two highly ranked individuals in the light heavyweight division. You easily could have been back in the mix there a lot sooner, rather than taking the damage, as well as the issues that came along with being a middleweight, the reduction of white blood cell count, the eating disorder, the lower testosterone. There was just a whole host of things that went along with that. But I made sure I had left no stone uncovered as a middleweight. So yeah, as you're saying it now, it seems like a
Do you feel like your body has recovered from that experience?
I do. Mentally, yes. The eating disorder, although it still creeps in every once in a while, it's not as bad as it was. It was really bad, and I do believe that more fighters are out there suffering with this, because we're in a weight making sport. We're in a sport where people look at how we look. Like the first thing that I remember when Jamal Hill came back after his layoff, nobody was talking about what he was going to do to people or his training or his fight. Everybody was talking about how he looked, and it was like, well, Jamal Hill's fat. Now the guy's clearly not fat. He was just carrying a little bit excess weight from being injured. And the same weekend was at Tai Bura. People are already saying another fat heavyweight. Like, the fans put a lot of pressure on us to look a certain way, and I'm kind of glad to see that. But the eating disorder was probably the worst, and I'm still feeling negative effects for that. But it's not as bad as it was as a middleweight, and I think it's only going to get better the further I walk away from the sport.
We showed that clip of you walking out. Obviously, you were emotional, and I don't blame you. What was it like when you got to the back, to the locker room? You're with your team, and the cameras are off you now. What was it like when things started to settle in backstage?
I was fine until people spoke to me. And the UFC people are lovely. The blue shirts, the people that run backstage, they would all come up to me and make me feel loved within this sport. And that was making me more emotional. When I was just sitting there myself, I was fine. I reflected massively this Saturday night. Once everybody had left me and I was just left alone in my room with my own thoughts, watched some clips that people had shared of me, read some messages and had a good cry. That was like, it was really emotional for me. Phoned my wife and we had a good cry together just about the good times, because they were tears of both sadness, happiness, joy. There was a whole host of emotions that went along with us.
Sometimes when guys walk away, as you know, a year or two goes by and they come back in some way, shape, or form, you seem to be very conscious of your health and not wanting to affect your health long term. Do you think this is it for you? Do you think you're done competing in any way, shape, or form?
I believe I'll still do the jiu-jitsu element of it. I love that sport. I don't get punched in the face. You don't take as much damage as a jiu-jitsu fighter as you do as an MMA fighter. So I'll definitely dip my toe in the jiu-jitsu scene, but I can't see myself coming back as a one of these MMA shadows. And I hate to see these guys do it. MMA was never my first career choice. I fell into it. I was lucky enough to fall into it because it gave me so many good opportunities. If I go back to teaching, if I go and do something with the sport in the worlds of, I don't know, coaching, PT, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I can't just sit down and do nothing, because that's going to make my mind go absolutely wild. I do believe I'm going to be involved in the sport some way. I obviously run the podcast, and I love doing that. I love talking about the fights. I love discussing with my friends about the fights. So I will be involved in the sport. Just not getting punched in the face for a career is going to be right up there with things I'm not going to do.
Do you think you'll coach?
Coaching's a very fickle thing. I don't mind dipping my toe in the world of coaching, but I don't think I'll be a full-time coach. When I look at my coach, James Doolan, and what he does, because it's not just about standing on that mat for an hour. There's a whole host of things, dealing with individual people, doing the traveling to the local shows. There's a lot of emotion involved in that as well, where although we lost a team on Saturday night, my coach went away home and deals with his own emotions with being a coach and his fighter losing. He's now going away on Saturday to coach again in Cage Warriors. So it's that constant chasing other fights, helping other fighters, dealing with their emotional problems, dealing with their financial issues, whole host of things. I don't think the way I'm sitting right now as a 37-year-old man, I don't think I'm ready to step into that realm yet.
Do you think there's something completely outside of combat that you'll do? Of course, we know the story of you formerly being in a totally different life now, a school teacher that was much talked about in your early days. Do you think you'll do something completely off the combat sports grid?
I think I will. I love this sport, and it was taken away from me by doing it as a job. When I first joined the sport and I started learning, I was good at the sport because I had passion for it. Somewhere along the lines, that passion moved from being something I really loved doing to something that I had to do because it was my job. I want to get the passion back. I want to enjoy the learning elements rather than chasing a fight, chasing a position. Fight camps are tough and they're not the best things to be part of. So I think I probably will be somewhere else and see if it is working in a local news agents. I'll do that. I don't mind working a Monday 9-to-5 job. Not that I need to, but I don't mind doing it.
Any chance you go back to being a school teacher?
You know where I would like to go? I'd like to go to the element of working with disadvantaged kids who, this sounds a bit cheesy, but kids who don't have a positive male role model, don't know where they want to go in life. I think I can offer them something because as a young adult, I was exactly the same. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still don't know what I want to do. But I believe I've learned some vital skills along the journey that I've had that can help these kids. I'd love to go into that kind of world. Use all the skills that I've collected over these, let's say, 20 years to help somebody else grow up.
That would be amazing, and I could see you being a great role model and inspiration for these young kids. I was talking to a colleague, someone who works on the show, about your style and about your legacy, and they made a really interesting comparison. And I wonder if you've ever been approached with this and thought of it, comparing you to Sakuraba in that you would sometimes take a beating to get the submission off your back. Given your background, obviously, in grappling, I was like, wow, I never really thought of him being the Scottish Sakuraba, but I kind of love that and wish I thought of it earlier. Did you ever think of that comparison before?
No, but as you're saying it, I've got a smile on my face because, we'd take a beating. And there was that element when Modestus was raining down these shots. I still believed, I'm like, I can catch him. And I know we're talking seconds in this sport, but in my head, I'm like, I can still catch him. And it's classic Sakuraba. And I think it's a better comparison than being Homer Simpson, the boxer.
Yes, 100%. Especially in this sport, 100%. Although, Homer's not bad as well. You are beloved by your fans, by your country. I saw a lot of media members, our own PT Cal, writing very nice things about you as well. Seeing all of that, what is that like to see this outpouring? Because, you kind of go through life and you get nice things said here and there, but then when you retire, it's somewhat like a funeral in that everyone comes out and says something nice about you, but you're alive and you're reading it. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, it was overwhelming because social media can be a bit of a fickle place if you're a losing fighter. There's always going to be your die-hard fans who will follow you to the ends of the earth. But the messages that stick in your head are normally the ones of unwell wishers, if you will, the people who are throwing you shade. So to see all these people that I've met or I've had some sort of relationship with over the years come out, and I'm talking hundreds of people have come out and showed me some bit of love. It's been overwhelming, and I wasn't expecting it. I didn't expect the standing ovation in Paris, the same again. I didn't know what to expect, and I'm just going to keep riding the wave. Right now, I'm in a nice place with the retirement because it's a few days. It's still pretty raw. The emotions are still high. All the messages are coming in. All the nice videos, photos, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be in a few weeks, a few months when everything dies down, and then you just return back to being Paul. That's when it's going to be hard.
When the music kind of stops, right? When the spotlight kind of moves away.
Yep. In this sport, that's what happens.
Do you think that's going to be difficult?
See, the last part of this sport, I fell out of love with it. I fell out of love with being in I know I wasn't a huge celebrity in the world of mixed martial arts, but I still had a lot of fans and I still had a lot of love. And I kind of fell out with that kind of element of being in the spotlight. So I'm kind of looking forward to just going out and being Paul Craig and not being Paul the Bear Jew Craig. Because it's almost like an alter ego.
Right. Now you could just kind of chill and not be on so much.
I think I should shave my beard.
No. Are you thinking of this? Are you considering that?
I did actually consider it. I have considered about just losing the beard because it was part of that guy.
Yeah. When's the last time you were clean shaven?
I think I shaved after my last Bama fight.
Wow.
So that's like 12 years ago.
Wow. Okay, so it'll be a total refresh.
Yes, and I'm not the most handsomest without my beard.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot if you want. If you're interested. Was there someone who reached out? Someone who said something that really struck a chord that hit you hard?
There was a message that I got from one of the producer from my podcast. He had written me. His name's Craig. He had written me like almost a piece, and the guys are putting it out, and I will tag you in it. And it was just lovely. And I read it, and as I'm reading it, the tears were literally running down my face, hitting the phone. And it was lovely even thinking about it now. So I will send you it, and you can do what you will with it. But for me, it was a really emotional, from the heart statement from this guy, Craig.
I love it. Anything before we let you go? Anything you want to say to the people who have been so kind to you and supported you and had your back?
Yeah, just that, this sport is all about ups and downs. We had more ups than we had downs. But the time came for me to walk away. So thank you so much for the love and support, and always be the beer duties.
I have thoroughly enjoyed, as I've said to you, covering your career, having you on, talking to you, all the chats. I'll never forget when I asked you about what was under the kilt, and you let us know that it was nothing, and I respected that mightily. But it was never boring with you. It was never boring in and out of the cage, not in a bad way, but it was sort of kill or be killed, right? You were winning big and in spectacular fashion, or sometimes it didn't go your way, but it was always very entertaining. And so perhaps as a prize fighter, that's the very best that you can ask for. So congratulations on a phenomenal career. Well done. You made your country proud. It was really great covering and watching you. And thank you for coming on and talking about this. And hopefully you're not too far away, and we'll hear from you in the future as well.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Kind words.
All the best to you, Paul.
Thank you.
There he is, Paul Craig, the Bear Jew, the pride of Scotland, kind enough to join us after announcing his retirement on Saturday after a tough night against Modestas Bukauskas. We had him on the program yesterday, the Baltic Gladiator, great win for him. And this is the sport, right? It's the circle of life. And another one from that era of when I first started covering the sport and connecting with fighters and having them on this show and seeing them on Fight Week. It's just bound to happen. But it sounds like he's going to stick around, podcast, doing other things, and so that is great. And perhaps one of the European outlets can have him on board as well. He's very well spoken, very thoughtful, very smart when it comes to fighting, empathetic. Much love to the great Paul Craig. All right, a few more things to discuss before we call it a day. I did see that Brian Ortega posted something on his Instagram, speaking for the first time regarding what happened with that failed weight cut in Shanghai prior to the fight against Aljamain Sterling. It was a pretty lengthy video from what I understand, but we've condensed it into a sort of 2-minute or so highlight clip. And so let's hear what Brian Ortega had to say about the weight cut.
We cut weight on Thursday. We hit the first one. We got down to 51. Second one later on, I decided to jump the gun on that one at 12. But we cut from midnight all the way to 8 in the morning, cutting weight the entire time. I realized I had 1.7 to go still. Confused on how my body wasn't really pouring out the water or why it was just holding it in, but no matter what, we have to get this weight off, so we did. We went downstairs at about 8 something, decided to cut more weight, put the plastics on, sweet sweat, I mean, you name the whole thing. I hit 20 minutes on the bike. Once I got off, I went unconscious. I was unconscious for about 30 minutes. During that time, they were putting ice on me. They took all my clothes off. They left me in boxers. Woke up in the ER. I ripped everything off. I tried to speak. I couldn't really, translate to them because I'm like, if they don't take everything off, I'm gonna take it off myself. So I started taking everything off myself. We knew that we had a time limit to get to the weigh-ins. Otherwise, I could not fight. If you saw the weigh-ins, you obviously know that I looked delirious and just coming off of being 30 minutes unconscious in the tunnel, what they say. After that, weighed in. We figured if I didn't feel good, or if something was seriously off, that we would call the fight. It don't matter who you are, like your health comes first. Always stand by that. Aljamain came to me and he talked to me. He said, hey man, I heard what happened. I said, I was under for 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know we have the same manager, so I know he told you. I'm here and I'm trying and I'm gonna show up. He said, they already have a replacement fighter. Don't worry about it. But I told him, nah, I didn't want to waste your time. And I showed up here. We ate food, we rehydrated the entire day. I didn't feel good. I wanted to call it off. I got up and just walking outside, I almost passed out and fainted. Everything in my body's telling me not to fight.
There's much more there, but that is terrifying stuff. And probably in retrospect, he shouldn't have fought. Respect him mightily for fighting. Great respect for him. Sometimes, the fighters are fighters and they're built different and they possess DNA that we don't possess. Most human beings on the planet say, I'm good. I'm not fighting. The fact that he went 5 rounds in that state, I know he's not looking for, a moral victory here, participation trophy, but it is remarkable. It's really remarkable. And hopefully he's never in that situation. Hopefully there's no long-term effects. And hopefully that was his last fight at 145. He should fight at 155. I said that before the Diego Lopes fight. And that was last September, Noche UFC. And then I was surprised that he fought this fight at 145. But hopefully that's it at 145, and he just sticks around at 155. Still a great fighter, an exciting fighter, has had some bad luck. But that is also, that is scary stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that can alter your future. So wish Brian the best. Hope he gets well soon. Hopefully there's no lasting effects there. And it's scary when you see the guys walk up there, and it's actually it's amazing that we haven't had any serious accident as a result of weight cutting, because weight cutting is insane. When I fast on Yom Kippur, I can't even function by the end of the day. To then think that these guys have to rehydrate and fight the next day, another human being in the cage.
It's tough.
I mean, to put it mildly. Court McGee posted this on September 9th, 2005. I overdosed on heroin and was gone for 8 minutes. That is also tough. That's 20 years ago today. What should have been the end of my story became the beginning of a second chance. Today, I carry deep gratitude for recovery, for the breath in my lungs, the strength to live with purpose, and the gift of life I almost lost. Every day sober is proof that hope is stronger than despair. Shout out to Court McGee. 20 years ago today. That's unbelievable. It's amazing. Still in the UFC, still doing his thing. Incredible. Inspirational, dare I say. Going through some items here. What about this custom Noche UFC luchador mask? How do we feel about this, guys?
You want us to get you one?
I'm a big fan of the luchador mask. As you know, El Nariz, world-renowned. I have a couple of luchador masks here in the studio. We got the Jessica Aguilar one somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's up there. I think I have another one. Got the Rey Mysterio from back in the day. I don't know about the all green like that.
I'll add this one to the collection, I feel like.
No, I'm down with it. If
Oh,
I
it's
was
not all
there,
green.
I'm
It's yellow.
absolutely.
That's yellow?
It's yellow
Yeah, there's
with
green, and yellow and red.
You should tell us, Ari. You're the expert. What do you think? I think it looks a bit shit.
Looks, thank you. I was trying to be nice.
Looks a bit shit.
You're not buying that if you're there this
No,
weekend?
this is not a luchador mask. This looks.
I'd wear it to a swing.
Wait, what? How is this not a
Not a
luchador mask?
luchador mask. This is like when WWE
mask.
when they bring in like
Jesus,
luchador number 1, luchador number 2, like some generic jobber that's going to get beat up who happens to be a quote unquote luchador. That's what they wear.
You're telling me people are not going to be wearing this in the streets of Las Vegas.
Or San Antonio?
Or San Antonio, rather. Sorry.
El Goyito, you remember the El Goyito mask?
Yeah.
That was mass produced, the Eric Perez mask. That was better than this one.
Man, I just found a picture of the back. I'm sending it over to Jordan. This looks pretty legit to me.
No.
I think people are going to need to send us photos of them wearing these.
And by the way,
for boys
if there's no tie, like string or zipper, don't. If it's a
Velcro?
if it's a straight on mask like that, like full, then
I've got bad news for you.
it's that, right?
String.
No, it's a string, man. It's
Oh,
a
it
real
is?
luchador mask.
Okay. all right.
Oh, here's Rey Mysterio wearing one.
Get the.
No,
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
Yo, you're kidding. That's legit. Okay.
That's the back. What do you
Back
think
of
the
it's always
MSRP
back.
is?
Back is not. I thought it was gonna be like a straight on like.
What do you think this bad boy is going for on UFCstore.com?
$349.
50 snuts.
No, I'm gonna say more. I'm gonna say 250.
$350.
Boys, I got a deal for you. $79.99.
$79.99?
We can each get one for $280.
Ah, you go crazy.
Wow.
I've already added it to the cart.
You know what?
Special event item.
Is this the first time they sell one of these for Noche? I think so, right?
Man, they picked a good one to do it, eh?
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Hell yeah. Love it. By the way, what about that Paul Craig? PT, I know you covered him for a very long time. Think highly of him. Lovely
he's a
guy.
great
Well
lad.
spoken.
Yeah, like I think he really has so many options available to him. It's a pity that in this neck of the woods we don't have, like BBC, Talksport, all these places, they cover boxing. They have various personalities that come in, as you know, when you're covering boxing events. Like all the big outlets are there. We don't really have that in MMA. But as he was talking to you, I was thinking, wouldn't he be brilliant at that? Like a kind of a color commentator role, a guy you can who's experienced all kinds of things in the sports, as we say, the highest, the lowest, the lows. A guy who's beat champions, a guy who's been in prominent places and hometown cards, and he's experienced it all. I think he'd be a great actor. I think he's underselling how big of a deal he is. I can remember one day he was on the way to do some media So he had to fly from Glasgow to Dublin and then to Vegas. And he just had to, like, you know, change flight or whatever when he was in Dublin. And I got like 6 phone calls, people seeing Paul Craig in Dublin airport. It was like a massive deal. He was on a skateboard apparently going through.
What?
But
a skateboard?
Yeah. He's on a skateboard going
like
from
Bart
town to
Simpson?
town. Yeah, he's a cool motherfucker. I think it's all in front of him. I'm a big fan of the Leathered podcast. Him and Ross do it. And he's been a fantastic ambassador for Scottish MMA. I think it definitely won't be the last we hear of him. And I think a media slot, like something I was talking about previously, would be an ideal way to let him fall in love with the sport again.
Oh yeah, a TNT, you know.
Oh yeah,
slot as an analyst, that would be great.
And they've been doing that. Like I saw Jack Shaw recently was part of some of the stuff we did. We know Tom has done it previously. A lot of them have done various things with them. I'd love to see him give it an opportunity like that as well.
Speaking of the light heavyweight division, Alex Pereira was in studio last week. He is rapidly approaching that October 4th date. Training once again with the one and only Sean Strickland. He posted on his YouTube page. Today we're training with Sean Strickland and getting stronger. And here they are, the old pals together. Who would have ever thought these two, right? Look at them. It's like Creed and Rocky, working hard. I don't know. I thought this was nice.
Beautiful.
Does this make you think he's going to beat Ankalaev? That's
doesn't make me feel anything really. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks good.
just thought it was good stuff.
It didn't provoke any feeling inside me about how he's going to do against fucking Ankalaev, him hitting a bag besides Sean Strickland hitting a bag. What are you talking about?
I thought
boys are back together.
I thought this would inspire. He's got the guy.
This is it. He's got the secret.
He's got the guy.
The former 185 champ.
Yes.
That's how he's going to beat Ankalaev.
This didn't make you feel anything?
No, in hindsight, that's how I felt.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Exactly. That's what I thought. Well, what about this spinning back fist here from Charles Oliveira? Did this inspire you when you saw this? Did you see this one? He's working on the spinning shit. Look at this. Bang.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, spinning back elbow. By the way, why are there cars in the gym?
This is fucking bizarre.
Clearly, this is a garage.
There's also a motorcycle in there as well.
What's happening?
It's like 2 Porsches as well. Like what?
Yo, is this like his basement or something?
It looks like a garage. The ceiling is super low.
Could just be his basement.
Yeah, is this what we're going to see in Rio in a couple weeks?
It's a garage. The cars have to get out of the
How many
basement
cars do you have in your basement?
garage. I don't know. Maybe
area.
they're just props. Maybe they're just like things, trophies, if you will. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Sort of like this video of. Surely this has to inspire confidence going into the first
right.
fight.
Here we go.
This video of Merab. Merab, did you see this video of him training? Merab Dvalishvili? Let's get sound up on this, Frankie. Yes.
Oh, fucking hell.
Are those rocks?
I don't know what
Yes,
that was a stick.
This has really solidified
This
for
is the
me
one.
that he's going to beat Corey.
Actually, this has solidified for me that he's going to beat Corey.
Look how he's going opposite field here. Look at that.
You know what? His
Dumber
swing's
the
not
side quest, the better Merab performs.
Filming.
I think when he broke his head on the ice, he had his best performance of his career.
The thing is, this dude's serving them up like kind of high. What if it hits him in the head?
He's not concerned about that, man. Put a Band-Aid on it and keep it moving. We got training at 6 a.m.
Just hitting stones with a baseball bat.
Also, what if he hits someone else with that thing? Like
He's not concerned about that either. Call insurance. We got training at 6 a.m.
Not for nothing. Like the hand-eye coordination is pretty damn impressive.
It
It's
wasn't
not easy
bad.
to do that.
It
A
was
lefty, too. Barry Bonds-esque.
I go to the local batting cage. I'm missing 75% of those slow pitch softballs.
When was the last time you did a batting cage?
Oh, very recently.
Oh,
yeah.
love a batting
Love a batting cage. With my kids, I go, all right, guys, let me show you. And I'm freaking whiffing.
Gotta load up the stones. Forget the baseballs. Load up the
Have you ever gone to a
masonry.
batting cage, PT?
No, I took a picture of one because I saw one in New York the last time I was here. I was like, oh, they're real. Cool.
They don't have them in Ireland, I would assume.
Yeah.
Nah.
They
That's
do.
crazy.
They do throw like they're sort of like these things. This is a Schleiter, by the way. Yeah,
Schlitter.
Lighter.
Slaughter.
Yeah.
Lighter so that you get it.
And they
White
just
Castle.
They zip
know?
them bad boys in. When they get wet, see, you feel that. Imagine the wet hitting you in the face.
In the
Fucking
noggin.
disgraceful.
This is the national sport of Ireland, right?
Hurling is, yeah, and that's the ball they use.
Hurling.
Play hurling, yeah.
Hurling's like it's with the stick, right?
Yeah, that's right. A hurl,
like field hockey almost. It's like a curved stick.
They say it's a cross between hockey and murder. That's how they describe it.
Wow, Jesus. It's not football because I'm seeing here.
No, don't. Let's.
Okay, I don't know what that flag was. Was that?
It's Armenian.
Armenia.
Armenia.
Wow, okay.
Armenia. We've never lost to a team that isn't ranked in the top 90 in the world today. We have lost to that team. Expecting big things coming into this match. A lot of optimism here in the Emerald Isle, and Shay Given, our legendary goalkeeper, said it was the worst result in the history of Irish football. So
You're
that
kidding,
was,
really? I was just
it was
wow.
It's
tough.
And we had a big result the weekend, and pulled it out of our arses against Hungary, 2-0 down, get the fucking draw, show up in fucking Armenia, and get our arse handed to us. And they beat the shit out of us. It wasn't like they weren't lucky. They weren't like it wasn't like they were lucky. They kicked us up and down the field and made shit of us. So very bad day for Irish football. Always is, to be fair.
Are they still in it though?
No.
That's it. They're out.
I mean, can we beat Portugal in Portugal? I don't think we can.
Well,
can we beat Hungary in Hungary?
The field has expanded, so there's more chances now.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. It's
From
like
32 teams?
48 now, I think.
Wow.
So a lot of jabroni countries will be. Not suggesting. I'm not suggesting, but there's 16 more countries that are going to get a chance.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'd say we're bottom of the group. We're bottom of the group.
I think you're third right now.
Yeah, I see. There's hope.
No, we should be.
And I think the top two advance, right?
Yeah, so Hungary.
No, Finland
Portugal.
has 0 points. They've gone 0-6.
Wow. Basketball powerhouse.
Almost
Finland.
as bad of a goal differential, though, as old Finland.
Yeah. It's tough.
Speaking of which, I think the Eurobasket is going on now. Greece beating Lithuania.
How are we getting on that?
Turkey beat Poland. You guys didn't make it into the far from. I mean, Great Britain had a tough. That was enough for that part of the country or the continent, I should say. Tomorrow, Finland, Georgia, though. What a scene that's going to be. Germany, Slovenia. I mean, it's been great. It's been great theater. Speaking of great theater, and speaking of Marab, we did actually get some new footage of him training for the Corey Sandhagen fight. Here he is against all his former opponents, and I think he's blindfolded there, right?
It appears so. Yeah.
Are those real heads or what? Are those what is going on here? How does Corey Sandhagen?
Fair play to the lads all showing up.
Do you think this is real, by the way?
Those are real heads.
Yeah, I think so.
No. My point is, like, do you think he's actually trying to, or is this just a skit?
It's just a skit.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
This is 6 men against one who's blindfolded.
Listen, I wouldn't put it past Marab to actually try to beat up dudes blindfolded and see if he can land something,
Also, was that just like a monster T-shirt tied around his face?
Yeah, some kind of.
Who's to check?
I believe Diego Lopes was the man not Diego Sanchez. He was the man who initiated the blindfold training, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes, that's right. Was that with, yep, there it is.
I think so, yes, I think it was Josh Fabian.
Yep.
There was knives, there was blindfolds.
Oh, gosh.
A lot of shit was happening back then.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. There's a great story up right now on uncrowned.com, guys. The number one, and some say the only, really. So by only, we would be number one. Unbiased combat sports platform on the planet. UFC fighters are finally getting their money. Antitrust payouts explained from highest earners to next steps. There's a picture of Anderson Silva, who reportedly, according to John Nash, who is the author of this very, very, very interesting article. He seems to be the big winner, about $10 million coming his way. I don't think anyone that I've talked to just yet has received the payout, but they all believe it's going to happen. Anyway, some interesting nuggets from this. 1,088 of the 1,121 eligible class members filed for their money, a staggering 97% participation rate. So we know of Moicano. Who are the others? That figure, unprecedented in antitrust settlements administered by Angion, dispels earlier fears that fighters might hesitate to claim funds due to potential UFC retaliation. I wonder what percentage of those fighters are still in the UFC. and if any of the ones other than Moicano just didn't, publicize it. Estimated that the filed claims accounted for more than 99% of total compensation earned during the class period, making it highly unlikely that any of the highest earning UFC fighters failed to file. Even fighters with reputations as loyal company men were not willing to leave money on the table, millions on the table. What else? The average projected payout is $230,792 with a median of $85,949. The smallest payout for a fighter with a single bout is $6,000. A single bout is expected to be $16,122. Highest will be $10.3 million. This is Anderson. Disclosed earnings for Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey also allow us to estimate McGregor's settlement payout will be $9 million, Rousey around $6 million. So some interesting stuff there. Do check it out, uncrowned.com. A ton of great stuff right now on uncrowned.com from the world of MMA. Obviously, a ton of coverage as we get closer to Canelo Crawford this weekend. And a lot going on in the world of pro wrestling. I mean, next Saturday is going to be fascinating in the world of pro wrestling. WWE having its debut on ESPN with WrestlePalooza. AEW having All Out. They were going head-to-head. AEW announces that they're going earlier in the day. It's a fascinating time, guys. AJ Lee returning. Anyone excited about that? CM Punk's wife.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, talking about therapy and whatnot.
Yeah. I actually found out about that because it was on SportsCenter this morning. They're now covering it.
They're now covering it like it's real news, right? Like when
Highlights.
they cover it.
Highlights. They were like, "Oh, we'll head over to WWE Raw last night. Becky Lynch teaming up with Seth Rollins and."
So they're covering it like it's baseball highlights.
Oh yeah, and
not tongue in cheek.
What'd you guys miss? And then it's just like, and now they're locked in for a match for WrestlePalooza, which you can watch on the new ESPN.
Oh, it's brilliant
app. Yeah, it was. I was like, wow, they're all in now.
That will replace UFC
for sure. I mean, they play to the rights that they have.
Exactly. Wow, that is fascinating. Actually breaking it down.
Yes, I saw that this morning on the TV.
Who, Randy and Gary?
Yeah, I can't remember who was hosting, but yeah, shout out to Randy and Gary.
Yeah.
Every time I turn on the TV, they're on the desk.
They're hosting. That is wild, but it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. What about us? What about the PAX?
Yeah, are you gonna finish or no?
What does that mean? One more?
There's 3 more packs in that box, man. We already got one auto.
Let's go. Let me see. Okay, this is the game right here.
That
okay?
Juliana Velasquez
Signed?
auto, you
How
better
much?
put that in a case and keep it on ice, man.
Okay, this is the game.
Yeah.
First one, you got to raise a hand, or you blurt out the answer.
Rick was nailing them back here. When you did the Hawaiian one,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess
So
when you said a Hawaiian the third, I was like Kakamaka.
Oh.
Ray Cooper, though.
Okay, so what are we doing? Raising hands, or are we doing?
I think we're all adults. We can just say the answer.
Yeah, we can just say the answer. But I was mistaken because Kakamaka is a tough enough fighter.
That's right.
We were there, 145.
Okay, geez, tough out of the gate. 97 of 99.
Ooh, that's not bad, though.
James Tehuno?
There's only 99 made.
Yeah, a bunch of these. Like the next one is 25. Okay, this guy is a 3-time wrestling All-American at Wyoming. He cowboyed up and went on a tear to start his MMA career. Bantamweight entered 2025 with a spotless 7-0 record.
Archie Colgan.
Final answer, everyone?
J.J. Wilson.
I have no idea.
This would be Bryce Meredith.
If you had kept me going, I could have got it.
It's a tough
Keep my fucking name out your mouth.
That's a
That is
great
so
one.
good. That is so good. Okay, the face of PFL in a lot of people's eyes.
Dakota Ditchfield.
Dakota Ditchfield?
Nah, GC gets it.
Oh, out of 25, Dakota Ditchfield?
Yeah, 25 of 25. What does that count for? I don't
Put
know.
that one on ice.
Okay. Famously beat a current UFC lightweight superstar / contender at Madison Square Garden in a very somewhat controversial, inconclusive, unceremonious Bellator lightweight title fight on pay-per-view at MSG.
Brent Primus?
Oh, there it is.
Wow,
there it
Chandler.
is.
Hey, beat Chandler.
Yeah, there it is, right
Good
there.
shit, Pete.
Look at that. Okay, so what are we? 1-1-0, right? Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but There's just another Brent Primus card. It's
sick.
Double Brent.
It's a winning ticket. I don't know what winning
Brent.
ticket is.
Yeah.
But there you have it with a bunch of. Okay, this is very exciting.
This is the Primus
autograph. Is it autograph per pack?
Auto.
Is it autograph per pack?
I don't know.
Wow. I'm actually pretty excited about this.
Holy shit.
I'm about to say the now former Bellator middleweight
Johnny Eblin.
Wow. Johnny Eblin auto.
Wow, that's huge.
That's not bad.
That's huge.
Really get bang for your buck in these packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. 111 retail.
At UFC 185, he lost in the curtain jerker.
Oh, jeez.
In Dallas, Texas, on the same night that a family member of his lost in the main event.
Sergio Pettis.
Nice.
That's a good one right there.
Damn, there's some action in this one.
Yeah, some glitzy shit.
We got
right
a few names here.
At UFC 104,
A lot of UFC references here.
Well, you know what's interesting about it? You forget about the Bellator guys.
Yeah.
Like they can really draw on.
I mean, Corey forgot about King Mo.
That was crazy. At UFC 104, at the Staples Center.
Jeez, okay.
He was robbed in the main event. He came back some 7 months later in Montreal at UFC 113. Sorry, I'm taking it all back. At UFC 104, he won.
He won.
But didn't deserve to win.
Okay.
A lot of people thought he didn't deserve it. Came back at UFC 113 and then lost his UFC light heavyweight title.
Lyoto Machida.
Yeah, what the fuck, Frank? What is that?
How'd you know that?
How did
he actually he's not even looking anything up?
No, he Googled it.
No, he's not.
I swear he doesn't even have his.
How is that possible?
Well done, Frank.
How did you know that, Frank? Man, I was gonna guess Omari Akhmedov.
UFC 104.
My brain just isn't going at all.
Machida fought for Bellator for
Frankie
a while.
just
huh?
entered the game.
Remember that?
Crazy, right?
Let's just vacuum these up. All right?
What about
to vacuums?
One of the most talented competitors in the featherweight division. This man made it to the PFL World Championship in 2023.
Brendan Loughnane.
No,
No,
Gabriel Braga.
I mean, you got to give us a second.
Sorry,
Gabriel
I was
Alves
about to
Braga.
fucking
Oh
say.
fuck! Can we do another one? I'm actually having fun here.
I want to see if we get an auto in every
Can we
pack.
get sponsored by Panini here? Where are you guys at? I mean, I've been trying, for God's sake.
Should I just start ripping back here? Should I just rip this thing open?
We're having a great time here on a Tuesday. You know what's great about this? No hard out. Okay. Very quickly. Oh, this is a great one.
No hard out. Very quickly. Let's go.
Very quickly here. A very good friend. Okay.
Of who?
Fights out of
Davis.
Northern Ireland.
Paul Hughes.
No. A female.
Liam McCourt.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Beats it.
There it is. Liam McCourt. Okay, well, are you guys counting your points? Because I forgot.
Yeah, we're keeping track back.
I
here.
got 2. That's all I know.
I got 2 now.
At UFC 81,
Holy
Mario
shit.
Pedal.
Okay.
he pulled off a huge upset. It was controversial because a referee halted the action in the middle of the fight. Hammer fists were raining down on his head, but the referee in question said, no. One of them was in the back of the head, and thus he defeated a former WWE champion who was making his...
Y'all got this.
Frank Mir?
Yes,
No.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ. What the hell, guys?
So they're going back to like anybody who's ever...
Bellator.
Yeah, all right. Shout out.
That's what was throwing me there, Rick. I was like, hang on a second. Which one
Frank
of these
Mir.
guys?
How many Bellator fights did Frank Mir even have?
Yeah, I mean,
Brazil. He had a few. Yeah, probably like 3 or 4. Brazilian, fought at featherweight and bantamweight. Bellator contender.
Patricio Pitbull.
In that.
Andro Ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out.
That should be worth 2.
Okay.
Throwing up from 92 feet.
A member of the most famous family.
Hoist Gracie.
Gracie.
Hodger Gracie. Neiman Gracie.
Yeah,
Gregor
there it is.
Gracie.
There it is. Neiman Gracie. There it is for the win.
There was only like 10
Oh, another
I could've
signature.
done.
So I guess it's a signature per pack.
Wow.
How
Maybe
do-
not.
many
Maybe
in
we're
the
just hot
fucking
right now.
packs?
Maybe we're
Wow.
just hot.
Don't seem too excited.
No, it's good. It's good. It's fine. Englishman
Brendan Loughnane.
made a big leap in 2025. All 3 of
Fabian
his
Edwards.
Edwards.
he's shipping up to
Mike Shipman.
yeah. Yeah.
That'll
give it to him.
Put that one under your pillow.
Oh,
That's
this
a
is-
good
Where
one.
was he shipping up to? By the
I
way?
don't know. I was just hoping.
It was just that's. It was
This is a big
He
one.
needed
I wish
something.
this was the autograph. There was a he was one half of a hard launch very recently.
Don't
Rasta.
No, that's mine. Auto.
There.
Rick.
No,
Auto.
hard launch. We just talked about this man. He drew the ire of one Paul Hughes very recently, as it seemed like he was trying to position himself to get the next shot.
Colgan.
Yeah,
that's
there
good
it is.
shit.
Jonathan
Good
Coachman.
shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good shit. Is there a coachman card?
Is there a Coachman card?
And finally, are you guys having fun in the chat? Thumbs up in the chat if
there's
you're
no
having
way.
fun.
There's no
I used to do this on Instagram Live, and people would love it. I would get like Steve-O who'd jump in. It was a great time.
Crazy.
Burst onto the scene in 2021, made his PFL debut from Brazil 4-0 with 3 wins via KO, TKO. Won the PFL Heavyweight World Championship.
Hernan Ferreira?
No. Bruno Capoloza.
Wow.
Good shit.
That is good shit.
Jesus
Wow,
Christ.
wow, I just learned something. Okay, one last one. One last one.
Rip it.
Yo, this is
Pulling some
fun.
fucking deep
Yeah,
cuts.
Bruno Capoloza and
That
Leandro
Juliana
Higo shit.
Velasquez, I couldn't have said it faster back here.
Yeah, Higo and Capoloza is big. There's something about the opening of the pack.
It's
right?
fun. It's fun.
It's just like
Is that new back row?
it's just something. It's oh my
Do
god.
we have another auto?
Okay, this guy was just talked about seconds ago. Pitbull, Brazilian, bantamweight.
Leandro Higo.
Another one?
Oh, yeah. Start building the Leandro Higo
I like how his reference for it was Pitbull.
Yeah.
He's like, we just talked about him, Pitbull.
Okay, we also talked about this
Pitbull
guy. I
ass.
don't know if they've run out of names here, but this is a supernatural card. I don't know if there's
Dalton Rasta.
no, but former Bellator middleweight champion
Johnny Evelyn.
Yeah, there he is. There, I don't know if you could see that.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a nice one.
It is a nice one. Number 4.
rainbow
This
type.
man is currently thriving in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. He is one of the most exciting fighters.
Michael Venom Page.
There he is. There he is.
Oh,
Look
let
at
me see
that.
that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's nice one. Michael Venom Page.
Not bad.
Okay.
Damn, GC's crushing this pack.
He's killing this back.
Former Bellator welterweight champion has beaten welterweight champion of Russia, has beaten the likes of
Magomed Ulamadov.
No, Benson Henderson, Douglas Lima, Lorenz Larkin.
Second.
Koreshkov.
Yeah.
Nice.
My pick for the tournament, and then washed out in the first round.
This is a blast from the past. Famously defeated the most well-known fighter on the 10th season of The Ultimate Fighter. He's a former
Nelson.
Wow.
Hey, Pete.
Nice.
Big
Ooh,
country.
that.
Big country. This might be tough.
Some of these people have had like a literal cup of coffee in Bellator, and they're in these PFL packs.
Still
No
counts.
auto yet, huh?
No.
Still counts.
Native of Japan.
Yoji Horiguchi.
He trains at a gym called Never Quit. His attitude clearly is taken from that. He's a rising welterweight contender. First 2 fights at Bellator were victory. Let's just go with Masayuki Kikuri.
No?
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Never gonna get that.
Okay. You guys
So
gonna-
no autographs so far in this one, right?
Not yet. This man is going to be known as the Prince. He's treated the opposition in the PFL cage like he's a king waiting to be crowned. It says he fights out of America, but I don't think he's originally from America. He's beaten the likes of Neiman Gracie, Brennan Ward, Andrei Koreshkov. His initials are MU.
Yazio Ali Walsh.
Umalatov.
Yeah.
Ah, good call.
And holy shit.
Autograph.
Holy shit.
What?
Yes. Holy shit.
Ngannou.
Autograph card.
Don Davis.
The last one.
Chris Cyborg.
Paul Hughes.
1 of 1.
This is wild.
Dakota.
He is
Hughesy.
Jake Paul.
arguably the most dominant and decorated champion to hold PFL, I take that back, Bellator gold. He had a great run.
Pitbull.
He is a champion in another organization. He was a part of the one and only trade in MMA history.
Oh,
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren.
Funky Ben Askren.
Wow, auto?
Autograph.
Wow.
Oh, that's got to stay on the set. That's gonna stay on the set. That's a great one.
Insane.
Let's go.
The old school
incredible.
Bellator people who never even got close to competing for PFL throws me off. Those ones are.
I love it.
Insane.
Bizarre. Yeah, we got to keep that one.
Don't get your fingers all over that.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm almost sweaty.
Take it a day.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Funky,
great.
let's go.
Oh, shout out Ben Askren.
Yeah, let's do this more. Someone hit up
That great story by Corey Anderson talking about Ben. I mean, this is great.
Yeah, seriously. Put that there. Yeah. Can we get that graded? What does that cost? Like, I mean, you know what?
You have to get it in the
send
slab.
it
I
in.
know somebody who works at PSA. We
Can
can
we
get it graded.
sell that and then give the money to Ben?
We gotta
What does that go for?
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
know.
thing. We don't know the market for these cards yet.
Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. Panini Contenders
That was great.
2025. Thank you to Panini. They sent us some boxes. We appreciate them. This was a lot of fun. I love that there's an autograph per pack. Find 4 autographs per box on average, and you got one per pack. That's amazing. I enjoyed that. That reminded me of the old days. Okay, super chats. What do we got?
Got some super ones.
Okay.
I met Rampage randomly on the street while he was streaming, and I got so nervous I forgot to ask him anything exciting. Ever get starstruck?
Oh wow. I don't know if I've ever gotten starstruck. I'm sure I have. I mean, especially back in the day, I used to go to baseball games and ask guys for autographs, but nothing really comes to mind right now. How about you guys? Anyone ever get starstruck?
No, not me.
Not really.
No. All right. What else?
Question for Pizzi, Ariel, and the crew. Thoughts on Conor McGregor's desire to be president of Ireland? Does he have a chance? And would you vote for him?
PT, why don't you handle this one? Take it
great.
away.
He can't get on the ballot as far as I know.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm so happy you said that. Can we take a step back? We don't know how this works. Can he?
I don't really either.
Oh, okay.
To be quite honest.
How does it work in
tough.
your country? Can anyone run for president?
He needs to be nominated by a county council or like someone in the Dáil, I think. And I think Sky News did a thing in March, I think it was. And every single member of the Dáil said they wouldn't vote for him. And then I think that video he put out where he's like, people of Ireland. I think that one was like an appeal to the county councillors to put him forward. But I don't think anyone is, as far as I know. But it's like the candidacy, like there is candidates already out there. The guy who's leading the charge at the moment is like a really famous football coach. He famously led Dublin to like the greatest run of football championships ever. Like he's the favorite to win it, Jim Gavin. He's also like an Air Force pilot here. So yeah, I'd probably vote for Jim Gavin.
When is the election?
November, I think. So
wow.
I don't think it's like he definitely isn't on the ballot yet. It's just the problem is getting onto the ballot, if you get me.
Okay.
Like that's where he's happy. He is not getting the nominations to get on the ballot.
I was just thinking about these cards. Sorry to go back to the cards, but this might be the greatest thing.
Good transition. Yeah.
This might be the best thing that PFL has benefited from with regards to acquiring Bellator. Like
just the names and like
just
being able to use those
these guys
yeah.
on the cards. Anyway,
Wow.
back to
PT,
I was just putting
explaining the intricacies.
I'm sorry,
PT for the intricacies of Irish politics. By the way, panini is plural for a panino.
Oh, thank you. That's a good point.
panino.
I didn't think of that. All right. Well, let's see. I mean, I know nothing about this. I hardly know anything about American politics, for goodness sakes. I'm Canadian, and I know nothing about Canadian politics as well. It's also very boring. What is it?
This has literally been my whole life in politics, just various Conor McGregor moves.
Yes.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be asked about this today. I have no idea.
Well, you did great there.
Thanks, nailed it.
What else?
Petsy Carol, you didn't answer my super chat last time. You completely end the show. So, Ariel, what do you think of Namo Fazil?
Misspelled my name, misspelled
9-1 is UFC next.
Is Namo Fazil even the person's name?
Yeah, I mean, who, you know?
Yeah, no, I think.
Yeah, I got him. Namo
Yeah.
Fazil, he's 9-1.
Yeah, no, listen.
That's what that's the information he gave us.
What I
he's
like
coming
so
off
much.
a left hook on 971 FC2 against Jakub Salamanov.
One of the best nicknames in the sport, the grandson of Saladin, is his nickname.
Wait, is that legit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're deep diving now.
No. This is off the
I almost
dome.
thought you pulled that too fast to be looking it up, but okay, fair enough.
His last fight was actually the same night as...
Oh, is he back to the cards?
No, the last fight was the same night as Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman, the memorable night in Atlanta. We all remember that one.
Yes, we remember that night.
DC, you were
but
there.
not-
You were there.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't fight on that card. He just happened to fight on that
No, it was
date.
the same night, Pizza.
Yeah.
He didn't fight there.
Yeah.
Oh,
the same night.
he fought on the undercard of Muhammad Mahayev.
Yeah.
Hang on. Are we still talking? Are we talking about the card now, or are we talking about this lad we were just asking?
This is about this
I
guy.
have no idea what
You weren't watching.
Namo.
You were not watching Fighting Championship 971?
Oh no, it was. Now that you say it,
James Gallagher got a win.
Did he really?
Yes.
Post is over
Kane
here like
Kane Musa was on this card.
Well, that's actually
it's a big Dubois card.
He is the pride of Kurdistan. You know who did watch that card? No doubt about it.
Yeah, Kaposa.
Kaposa. But just type it in.
I actually did watch a little bit of that card.
Kaposa was making the argument on why 971 Fighting Championship was a better card that weekend than UFC Atlanta.
100%.
Nah, he's not a hipster.
He was doing. You know what he kind of looks like in his picture here? He sort of looks like a bit of a trimmer version of who's that dude?
James Tahuna?
No. The guy Dan Blazarian. Doesn't he not look like Dan Blazarian with the hair?
I don't know about
I met Dan
He's a
Blazarian
pretty
once.
big motherfucker.
Were you starstruck when you met him?
He's not that big, man. That's what we said to him. He's like, I thought you were going to be much.
That's what
fucking
you
bigger
actually
than
said
you
to
are."
him? To his
Yeah. He was very upset.
Yeah, it sounds like he would be upset.
We were drunk though, so we just kept laughing, and he didn't really know what to do. Like, you're real small. You look huge on the telly.
Did you meet him in Wank City?
Las Vegas.
No, all right.
What
else? What else?
Please explain Connor's McGregor new MMA venture.
Oh,
there is.
Yeah, he there was an announcement earlier today from MMA Inc. where he was.
So to train out the crowd.
No, it's the same one. It's just they changed their name.
Yes, but the announcement was that
Donald Trump Jr.
was
Yeah. I think he's just like
partnered.
an advisor, an investor, or something like that. It's not really new. It's.
I don't think a lot of people were aware of that MMA Inc.
Changed it,
Alta thing.
It
Wasn't
went
it-
from what was the first name?
Wimp to Warrior.
Wimp to Warrior. Alta.
Train Alta.
MMA Inc.
MMA Inc.
There actually used to be a Mike Roberts, longtime MMA manager who managed the likes of Chael Sonnen and the Pettis brothers, Uriah. The name of his MMA management team was MMA Inc. for the longest time. Like their version of Paradigm or First Round or anything. What else?
Last one. Next time Ian Gary is on, your conversation S100.
Oh, when will he be on? I presume maybe like the next time, like whenever we find out when he's fighting. You know, hopefully it's against Sean Brady. Maybe December card feels like a good time for it, right? What was that?
Frank's talking shit back here, but he didn't realize the mics were
About Ian Gary?
Absolutely not.
We're not going to repeat who he's talking shit about.
Well, thank you for that, Frank. I was vibing there, and now you threw me off. One last thing, I did want to bring this up. Yesterday, we were talking about this Muhammad Ali Revival Act vote. The likes of Eric McGracken and others reported that they had sort of delayed the vote on it in California. I was going through Jedi's tweets. Jedi, I don't know how Jedi finds all these things, but he had posted some clips of people speaking up. In favor and not in favor. I think for the most part, it was people not in favor. Eric was on it. Mac Danzig, formerly of the UFC, and Cajun Johnson, who obviously has been a part of this, the class action lawsuit group, MMAFA. And I thought Cajun's clip was very well said, very well spoken, and wanted to share it. So here's Cajun Johnson talking about why he does not think the Muhammad Ali Act should be, quote unquote, revived, given his experiences as an MMA fighter. Take a listen.
Hi, guys. My name's Keijan, and I am currently an MMA fighter, used to fight with the UFC. I am also a professional boxer, and I'm also on the Athletes' Voice Commission, so I feel like I have a lot of understanding of these issues. First of all, there is no leverage with which we can negotiate contracts. There was a question earlier about renegotiating contracts if you have a good manager. Under the UFC's UBO model that they're proposing, the TKO UBO model that they're proposing, you will have no leverage to negotiate because you will be locked up in a very exclusive, coercive contract. So there will be no ability to get out. They will just sit you on the bench and wait until it is over, right? Everyone in MMA, everyone in boxing is trying to be a unicorn. So you're talking about these unicorns. That's what we're chasing. That's why we're here. If we were trying to make smaller money, we would just go and start a business, right? Fighters will be abused by the control of the rankings. If you allow the promoter to control rank and title, they will be able to dictate who fights who, and you will no longer have a sport that is merit-based. You will have just a reality show. This is easy to see because the UFC model, right, this TKO UBO model that they are proposing has already led to the UFC settling a lawsuit for $375 million for being an illegal monopoly and a monopsony. You cannot, in good conscience, make fighters suffer in order to allow boxing to be revived. If this was even going to do that, it will not. This will harm fighters, guaranteed. It is
15
guaranteed
seconds.
to harm fighters. I urge you guys, I'm pleading with you, do not let this bill pass. Do not support this vile bill because it will harm every single combat sports athlete on the planet.
Time.
So there you see it. Very passionate stuff, or there you hear it, I should say, from Cajun Johnson. I thought well-spoken, well said to a degree. Obviously, he has his experiences. TKO leading the charge to try to, as they say, revive this. Others call it destroy it. We'll see. Another very interesting story to follow over the next few months, and certainly as we head into this new era of Zuffa boxing, which I haven't really seen like this card being promoted as Zuffa boxing. I've seen The Ring, I've seen Netflix, I've seen Riyadh season. I found that to be interesting, but let's see how it all plays out. Wanted to share that because, I thought it was interesting. Tomorrow on the program, we're going to be joined by Alex Hernandez, like I said earlier. He's going to be competing on that Noche UFC card. We're going to be joined by Charles do Bronx Oliveira. Looking forward to that. Big fight for him coming up against Rafael Fiziev. Our old friend, the Big Oos himself, Joseph Parker, will join us. And Jaime Munguia is going to join us to talk about some drama in his life with some drug testing and whatnot. So much to discuss. Plus, on the nose, arielhelwani.substack.com, the place to be for all the questions. Well, you like that?
Yeah.
I heard that. This is like when a teacher comes into the classroom and they have an apple. You know when a teacher comes into a classroom and they have an apple and they're like...
yeah, like the worst sitcom ever.
Yeah, they go,
that shit never happened in real
Canadian
life.
television?
Yeah.
Or what?
Why do they do that?
What the fuck is this?
Got to clean the apple off, man.
On your dirty shirt?
Yeah, clean it off.
Why do they do that? By the way, when's the last time you've eaten an apple like this? I can't.
I mean,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
What
I
way
have
to
to
eat it?
I have to cut it. Rick, you have to cut it too.
I cut my apple, yeah, for sure.
What? No.
Oh,
Is this before or after the orderly puts you down for sleep?
Sawing through the apple with a plastic knife.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They don't let me bring in my real knives, to the.
Ever since the incident.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
All right, gents. Time to go. See you, PT. Talk to you
Yeah, the boys.
All right, see you guys.
at a later date.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless.
Hey, Ariel, we got a little bit of a mess in the control room. Do you have a brand of vacuum cleaner that you could recommend?
I don't understand the joke.
Too bad.
Is it a joke about my nose?
What the fuck?
What's the joke?
That got deep all of a sudden.
What's the joke?
Jordan put me up for this.
Is it because of outside?
Yeah.
It's a joke that would have hit better 20 minutes ago.
Tell me.
Maybe 30.
Tell me the joke. Tell me the joke.
No, it's not for repeating, but
I need to know. Is it? Does that have anything to do with something that happened outside?
no.
We'd all go to HR if we told it.
Yeah, we can't tell it.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Connor just tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yes.
Oh no, the reason I thought you guys were making fun of me was because when I open, some packages, like when you open.
By the way, shout out to Tom Gerbasi.
Yeah, the man. Look at this book. It's a great coffee table book. Some of the packaging, like you just kind of rip it. Like,
did you make a mess over there?
And like all this like brown sort of like dusty stuff comes out. Sometimes it's a clean rip and there's nothing. It's like bubble wrap. But sometimes it's like, holy shit. Well, in a hurry before the show, I wanted to show this to everyone. Boxing, the 100 Greatest Fights. It freaking exploded out there. So I thought you guys were.
You thought Frank was referencing that?
Yes.
Were you sweating because you realized that we need?
No, I just.
We were having a good laugh at that thing that Connor tweeted, and then that was like 30 minutes ago.
Okay, all right. All right, well, that's that. Thank you very much to all our guests today. Diego Lopes. Thank you very much to Carlos Prates, Corey Anderson, Paul Craig. Thanks to you. Thanks to them. Back tomorrow. Same time. This is APSM.